Hey!
And right on time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today, we are reviewing all of the movies that we watched this year. Welcome, Greg. You were not here a second ago. Welcome to join literally right on time as we were starting. We've reviewed nothing so far.
Okay, cool.
Yay!
I'm tired. Don't expect me to have very intelligent input.
Well, that's okay.
Don't worry, I'm tired too.
Me
It is
too.
very great.
I watched
Oh,
a movie.
great,
Alright.
we're all tired.
I watched a movie today. I watched the new Avatar, James Cameron Blue People movie. It was okay.
Where would you rate it if you were to rate it?
C.
Oof.
Like, it's fine,
Okay.
but like I was like, okay. It's fine. Like the thing, my problem with this, like sometimes the CG looked video gamey, and I'm like, man, why does this look rough? Like, isn't this supposed to be like
Because
Cameron's
they
baby?
probably just ripped it from the video game they were also.
They just stole assets from Ubisoft. Honestly, half the time it did look like sometimes it did look like a Ubisoft game. Like, I'm like,
Oh, right.
like there was weirdly parts where like the frame rate dropped, and I was like, what the hell? Why is it lagging?
It's dropping frames.
Like it looked like it was like weird. There was like a scene where it was like smooth, and then like there was like a scene with like a lot of heavy CG, and I'm like, why does it like look weird all of a sudden? Like it was like seconds would go by. And I'm like,
frame dropping. That's
it literally
great.
did frame drop though. It was so weird looking at it. I'm like, is this like just the fact that I'm not watching this in 3D? Is it like weirdly frame rated because I was not watching the 3D version?
That seems unlikely, but it's also a better explanation than anything I've
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the frames look weird. Like it wasn't a problem most of the time, but then also sometimes they had models that like characters are just models that just did not mesh with the background well. Like they didn't do the shading right, and they just popped out weirdly. Like Greg, when you take like a character and you just dump them in Gmod with like all of their shit and they just look off. It looked like that.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is James Cameron. How does it look weird in this spot? Like it doesn't look right. Like, but luckily that only happened towards the beginning of the movie. But yeah, that movie's a C. But yeah. Speaking of C, up next we have
see Plan 9, or no, wait, no,
Just
that's not
9.
Plan 9
Just
or
9.
Super 8.
just
It's
straight up 9. Yep.
There's gonna be a lot of confusion with the number base.
Oh, I'm gonna put all the things with numbers.
Yes, Plan or 9, Super 8, Plan 9. Wait, we didn't.
We didn't watch
Big
Plan 9
Hero
this year.
6.
Yeah, Big Hero 6.
Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah. So the
So-
movie 9. This was Danny's suggestion.
Yeah, it's about like a bunch of dolls or something like that.
It's
trying
a
to
weird plot.
stop this mechanical thing that is terrorizing the world, or I guess the remains of the world.
Yeah.
I
It was
really liked
okay.
the idea of it.
Yeah,
but
it was.
Yeah,
It was okay. Yeah.
I agree with Greg in that the idea is very good, but the execution.
Yeah, like the execution was kind of rough. I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. Then I'm like, what's happening? Like, a large majority of the time, I was like, okay,
They
like,
also character gut people pretty heavily
Yeah.
to make the protagonist seem better. Like one of the characters is really badass at the start of the movie, and then they join the team, and then they just get reduced to.
yeah, it's the problem of you're more powerful. Is like it's like the problem with video game stuff. Where it's like, oh, look, here's the enemy as the boss. Here's the enemy as my friend. It's just like weak, but like they weren't even an enemy. It's just like what happened here. I don't know. I think it was okay. Animation's
Right.
also like weird. Like I get that's the point, but I was not a fan of the art style. Personally,
I think the art style was okay. It reminded me a lot. It reminded me a lot of like Toy Story 2, oddly
really.
enough. Well, at least the way some of the humans were done.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which is weird because this is what 2009, so it's like a decade after.
Okay, this is real dumb, but you said Toy Story 2, and I was thinking, how is this anything like TF2?
Titanfall.
No,
From the makers of Titanfall comes another hero shooter. I'll rant about that later. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like the music, was there really anything notable in the music, or was it just kind of like generic-y? Because I don't remember anything in the music.
I kind of felt it was generic-y, but I don't really remember
We
anything.
couldn't post the music for it
Jeez.
anyway.
Honestly, I found the music just too darn quiet.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like,
that was
I
it. I don't
liked-
remember hearing it.
I liked what I heard, but I could only hear it well enough to like it about twice in the entire movie.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it on Wikipedia. So apparently it was composed and produced by Deborah Lurie with Danny Elfman doing some like the main theme. Which that is a
Ooh.
weak Danny Elfman theme. Woof. I don't know.
Well,
It
anyway.
was not really much. Like, I don't know. This movie's like the epitome of meh.
Like, at best, I would say mid-C.
Yeah,
And even then, I'm more leaning towards lowish.
yeah, low
Well,
C
somewhere
for
in
me.
C.
It's a low C for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah, if you don't mind a weird off-kilter thing, I think it's like okay, but it's not like amazing. It's just kind of
It feels like more, in a way, a tech demo movie.
yeah.
I think we were talking about that.
It did
with
feel like a tech
Tron
demo.
last time. We're in Tron, or last year we were talking about how the original Tron felt like a tech demo for all this new shit that you could do in
Which it
that
was, to be fair.
era, or in that time frame. 9 kind of feels like an advancement into more heavy CG stuff, but not.
Which is weird
Quite
because it's
knowing
2009.
what to
That's
do.
after Transformers. That's after Pirates of the Caribbean. That's after Iron Man. Like it's weird that it's like
It's-
that.
It's
Well, it was
also
also the studio's first thing, wasn't it?
Was it?
I remember Danny saying that it was a fairly small studio making that.
Yeah, it was Lux Animation. Yeah, who was founded 2000 movies. Yeah, no, it was like one of their like first couple of movies. Yeah, like they did some
Yes.
minor stuff before, but nothing of note until really this. They did a Franklin
maybe
the
it could be
Turtle
said that it
animated
was
thing.
more-
Apparently, they worked on Franklin the Turtle. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
I really wanted to like this because I liked the ideas behind it. I liked the story that it was trying to tell, but I didn't really vibe with the storytelling and a lot of the execution of it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a C for me.
Okay.
Up next,
Super
is
8
Super
is
8.
also a Danny recommended movie.
So I
So-
liked this movie a lot back when it came out because I remember renting it from Redbox with my brother back in the day.
Remind me, this is the one that was the kids were trying to film a movie, but also there were aliens.
There's an alien that's terrorizing the town. Yeah. And also,
This
weirdly-
is the movie that felt like it was two separate movies.
Yes. And there's also a demo for it in Portal 2, which is hilarious in retrospect. That there's a Source version of this in Source.
But yeah, I think that it had good ideas and good potential, but it needed to be 2 movies as opposed to
Yeah.
1 movie. Because as a single movie, it felt more directionless,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't as much of a fan. And if it was 2 things, though, I think I would have enjoyed both movies.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Abrams Spielberg production. You know it's gonna have problems when Abrams and Spielberg are doing shit together. You know,
Mm.
like especially J.J. Abrams. My God, that man cannot write anything without a fucking mystery box. And it's like, okay, could you like step back a bit on that? Like, I like an interesting idea, but like you need to have a fuck solution at the end of the problem, especially if it's a one-off like this.
Well, there was a solution. The alien fucked off.
Pretty much, yeah. That was the
Right.
solution. The end's like, I'm
Huh?
gonna leave now. Oh, you should leave and go home. Okay, I shall leave and go home. Thank you. I'm sorry about murdering and eating many of your fellow humans and your pets.
Eat
Goodbye.
anybody, as I
No, he did. He did.
He did?
Yeah, when they found him in the cave. Yeah, below the graveyard. He was eating people.
Huh. I don't remember that. I thought everybody made it out of
They
there. He
explicitly
just
called it
collected
out.
them. Oh. Okay, I must have missed that then.
I mean, to be fair, I'm
Um,
not surprised that movie does. I mean, yeah.
Well, the problem is that I think between the last or those 2 movies, I was also doing like cooking stuff during them, so I wasn't paying attention as much.
That's fair. I mean, this movie's like
So-
fine. I liked this movie a lot more like 15 years ago.
I don't know. I
it's
think
still,
it's
like,
like
fun.
high C.
Yeah,
It's
Greg, what
not
do you think?
bad.
It's I'd definitely put it over 9,
Yeah.
but it's because of how scattered and just poorly managed the story felt. I
Mhm.
can't justify B.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a C movie, but it's fun. I mean, it's fun if it's inconsistent, it's fun. There's some movements where it's like actually genuinely like funny,
Hmm.
but like the problem is it is a bit of a mess. But yeah, up next is Big Hero 6, the Disney animated movie that they took characters from Marvel who basically no one knew who they were, and they're like, well, let's just do something else. I like Big Hero 6. I think it's
The movie
fun.
is better than Kingdom Hearts 3.
Jesus Christ, yeah, because you actually go to more than just fuck downtown San Francisco. Jesus.
Thank you for confirming that we have cleared a very low bar.
My God, KH3 so bad. What was leaving the point?
But anyway,
I went to the Golden Gate Bridge and then the fuck downtown. That's it.
I think when the movie hits its stride, it's very good, or it's pretty good, but it takes a while to do so.
It is a bit of a slow burn.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I'm thinking of mostly of the montage section.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody gets their powers. That felt too long, and then I think, what was their first mission? To just go infiltrate the abandoned facility?
Yeah.
That felt like it was...
They followed the little microbot.
Yeah, it felt like it took too long to actually resolve that, and it could have been faster.
Yeah.
Then that led to some of the later parts that were the actual climax, feeling like they were a bit rushed. I don't know. It could have been better spaced for me, but I think that it's at least a B movie.
No, I'd agree that it's
was
B.
good.
It's fun. It's fun. It's simple. The only thing that sucks about it now is the KH3 thing sucks. And, God, TJ Miller, why? Why did he have to be at this movie? Oh, man. But yeah, up next is a bit of nostalgia. It's A Bug's Life from Pixar.
Matt, I want to point out we have a lot of this.
Most of this is nostalgia chat. Almost all of this is nostalgia, except for like, I don't know, a couple of these. But
anyway.
yeah, very much like from our childhood one, very much more so than than some of these other ones. A Bug's Life.
Hilarious. I do not remember ever watching Bug's Life to completion.
Really? Like as a kid?
Well, I feel like I have at some point, but there are various qualities that make it feel like I did not watch the entire thing at once.
I remember watching the VHS back in the day, and then like the DVD. I don't think we ever got a DVD of it, so I think we stopped watching after our combo DVD VHS player broke. But I remember having it on VHS and watching it back then. But like it's like one of those movies. It's like you kind of remember it, and you're like, oh yeah, right, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's like one of those.
I agree on that. But anyway, Bug's Life is a good movie. It's very, like, it has a lot of good animation. Like, the animation still holds up. The music is standard Disney, so it's at least good. The story, if I recall, the story kind of meandered a bit in the middle.
It does meander.
But it's short, like, its beginning and end are very solid.
Yes. Yeah, the beginning is great. It's a lot of fun. It's like, oh, neat, cool. And the ending, like, final stuff is, like, really fun. Like, it's that middle part that just drags it kind of down. But, like, I do like what they did. The voice cast is also having a good job. I mean, like, you know, it's their, second movie, Pixar? Like, it still looks really good for being their second movie. Like, damn. But is it the most memorable Pixar movie? No. But at least it's not terrible. It's not The Good Dinosaur. My God. It's actually halfway good. Where would you guys put it? Like, Greg, what do you think?
Like higher B, maybe higher than Big Hero 6.
I'm not sure. I'd put it a little below Big Hero 6.
Me too. I would also put it below Big Hero 6.
That's fine.
Big Hero 6 is, like, a lot more fun. Like, it's got more stuff going on. It's more interesting. You know? They're both even-ish for me. They're both, like, very good, simple movies. Yeah. They're both just good, simple movies.
Well, I'll leave it to you guys on that.
Okay. Up next is a movie I watched the absolute hell out of on a portable DVD player in the mid to late 2000s. The original Cars from... Is it 2005? Is Cars from 2005?
I think so. It's fairly old.
It's 2006. It's gonna be 20 years old next year. God, kill me.
But regardless, I think that this is like, if not S, high A.
It's very
maybe.
good. It's
like,
one of Pixar's best, which is hilarious because everyone keeps writing it off. They're like, oh, it's just an excuse to sell toys. It's like, yeah, but like people also had to kind of give a shit about the characters to be like, I want Lightning McQueen, you know?
Yeah, no, like this is
genuinely good.
Honestly, this is very good. I think it's one of my favorite Pixar movies. Like, it tells the story of getting your ass humbled and then realizing what it is that you're actually doing, what you're staking your life or I guess your profession on.
Yeah.
Which I think is very poignant to like kids too, that like chasing your dreams might be fun and all, but you gotta also keep it or like figure
Grounded.
out why you're chasing your dreams too.
Yeah, like the ending, like I mean, it's a 20-year movie. Like in a few months, like we can spoil it. Like the ending where like he's like, you know, he has the opportunity to win, and he's like, no, I don't. I'm gonna just this guy who's been like my competitor. And he's like, no, I'm gonna. And he got absolutely just trashed. No, I'm gonna like let him finish it. He's like, no, it's just an empty cup. It's like, yeah. You know, like, hey, look, you may have won it, but, like, you've learned so many life lessons in the course of, like, what? It's, like, 2 weeks or so? Like, a week, even? And it's, like, genuinely a great lesson. It's like, hey, look, you know, you may want all the fame and glory, but, like, what the hell are you going to celebrate with? A bunch of just, like, weirdo groupies? And not, like, any friends? Like, you got no friends, McQueen. Your only friend is Mac. And even then, you don't particularly seem to like Mac. You're like, yep, he's my truck, and that's about it. Like, you know, and then he at the end, he's like, oh, you're here? Oh my god, I'm so glad to see you. And like, hey, don't worry about it, man. Look, I know you left me there, but like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, he, you know, like he genuinely seems to care about him instead of just like, oh, you're my truck just to get me there. Like, it's actually nice.
I think one of the things that stuck out to me too was the way the other guy won. You see him celebrating, he's like all happy and shit, and nobody else gives a shit too.
No.
Like,
Yeah,
I think it's also one of those...
loves your chick.
Nobody likes Chick.
Yeah, but like it's one of those things of being or getting the victory and actually winning.
Yeah.
Right? Like, people often conflate the two together, but they are not.
Agreed. I put it in S,
Especially S, like mid to high S, honestly.
Yeah, mid.
It's
mid S.
There are oddly a couple of movies that I think go above it, but that's like more talking about those movies being very good rather than this one.
Yeah, the thing about the best scene in Cars for me is the scene where it's like it talks about how Radiator Springs was before they built the highway and how cars were like, you know, they drove to make time, not just pass, like skip time. And then like it goes from like, oh, this really vibrant community of like just a bunch of people to just some forgotten town on the edge of the highway that's barely on, that's not even on the map anymore. I mean, like, especially lately, how much is that for like rural America? That there's just like a small town of like maybe 40 people that everyone's like, ah, who gives a shit? And you're like, no, there's like actual people who live here. Like,
it's a place with history. It's a place that with people who love it and know it. And...
yeah, like it's their town.
It's just a lot of how we as a I kind of want to even say like as a species, intelligent animals have just started seeing the world of just being this faster lane. Get to the destination rather than figure out how to get there kind of deal.
Yeah.
It's a little sad, honestly, that the movie has to throw it in your face that hard of like, you know,
yeah,
sometimes you just need to take a moment.
Yeah.
Stop just trying to pass the world by.
Yeah, no, it's good. So we didn't watch Cars 2. But it would have gone in straight, just like probably D to F tier, because it's just not. I don't understand what they were thinking with that. Where it's like, Mater's a spy.
I don't understand whether they were thinking with that.
I don't think they were thinking. I think that was genuinely the case of like money, you know. Like that's my problem with Cars 2 is the cynical one, and it kind of fucked the franchise over. Which, I mean, what are you gonna do? But we did watch Cars 3. We watched Cars 3. I remember liking Cars 2, but also feeling a bit jebaited by the trailer. Because the trailer was going to be, like, more dark. And then Disney's like, wait, it's a Pixar movie. And everyone went, oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Like, that original trailer is insane for, like, the anime. They went way too hard on the animation for McQueen's wreck. Like, holy shit. Like, I'll find the original trailer so I can dump it and so you guys can watch it later. But like, damn, that Cars 3 like announcement trailer was ridiculous. Like, they didn't even have like the Cars faces animated on it yet.
I'll take your word for it, but the movie that I saw, unquote, was very grounded, I think, in terms of how we progress from Cars 1 and try to progress to Cars 2 into Cars 3 of like that kind of a sports participant past their prime kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's very grounded that, you know, sports people do have to worry about that of just, hey, I'm out of my depth now. There's new competitors that are better than me, and I might have to retire, and therefore I might have to pass my legacy on, and dealing with that shit, like dealing with people that might not actually care about your legacy and are actually just in it for the money of your legacy. Looking at people that actually do care, but you haven't really acknowledged that care until now. Stepping into a different role to fill that in, like, I think it's very impactful. That I do think that some of the narrative should have been changed. Like, I don't think that all the cars should have been replaced that fast, or all of Lightning's contemporary should have been replaced that fast. So it's only the new supercars. I'm not quite sure how I feel about some of the like end race of how we got or how they win, even though, you know, it's good that they won and all that. It just feels kind of,
I mean, it's a kids movie at the end of the day, you know?
I guess, but
it is kind of cheap. It's a cheap ending. Greg, what are your thoughts?
Bad.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
It's not bad by any stretch.
No. It's not bad. It's just not as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Greg, what are your thoughts on Cars 3?
I'm kind of of the same opinion as Daniel. I don't really have a lot to say here.
I mean, like, did you like it, or did you think it was like okay, or do you think it was just straight trash?
I liked it, but I wanted it to be better.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as good as Cars 1.
I mean,
which is a shame, considering it was kind of a back to basics.
When I first watched it, I thought, "Oh, this is amazing! This brings us back up to the level of Cars 1."
Mm-hmm.
But no, that was just because the more recent thing in my memory was Cars 2, and next to that, Cars 3 is
Cars 3 is a fucking
revolutionary.
masterpiece compared to Cars 2. Jesus. But yeah, where would you guys? Where would you put it?
I'd say high B, low A for me. Like, it wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination.
No, yeah, I'd say.
Was it great?
Low A.
No, but
it's very good,
I think
though.
Yeah,
low A.
Yeah, low A. Right now it's the only thing in A, so it's right now top A. But we have other stuff to move from it. Up next is Chronicle. So I liked this movie a lot when it first came out. I saw it with some buddies at the time, and actually there was like a thing where in my video production class in high school at the time, where we had to do stuff with like special effects, and we just come out and for a video on special effects. So I used my like iPhone and a bunch of apps and a bunch of tricks to like get stuff working. So like I can show you guys the video later. I'm not showing fuck chat. No, you're not gonna see me when I was like 15. No, but I'll show you guys later. We took a video, like we did videos where we were like kind of doing Chronicle-esque stuff, where we like we're moving the car, you know, with like our mind, and we like did like all these other crazy things. Like it was cool for then, but like, I mean, the movie's like, what do you? It's hard to put in words because I really did like this movie a lot when it came out, and it's also Josh Trank's only good fucking movie. That guy's certifiably insane. That director lost his mind because he also worked on Fan 4 Stick after.
Well, see, that is
like they saw this, they went, "You're good for the job," and then I think Fox went, "Oh shit, that was a bad idea." Like, Greg, what do you think of Chronicle? You were there for that one, right?
Chronicle, yeah, Chronicle was. It was a cool idea, and I do think that the found footage style is an interesting choice, because this, like, the way that it's presented, it made it feel more believable that way. The story that was being told was sometimes really darn interesting, and sometimes honestly kind of cringe.
Yeah.
So, first time I ever watched that movie, I liked it, and then I forgot about it.
Nice.
But it did kind of shape my ideas of how like in-universe information works. And digging deep into the back of my brain, it does inform some writing choices I make sometimes, so I'm gonna give it that it's, even if I didn't consciously have any major impression of this movie, it did leave its mark on my subconscious. Second watch through, though, a lot of the weaker points of the storytelling were a bit more apparent, including how often it felt rather forced that we had a camera perspective. Sometimes it was really cool, and they made it work and make sense, and it felt organic. Sometimes they just couldn't. But I mean, overall, I wasn't as interested as I wanted to be. There were bits where I just felt I was being pulled out of the narrative a little bit, and it's hard to pin down why.
I agree for the most part. Like, it's a cool movie with cool ideas, but some of the camera stuff didn't really work in terms of just a broader movie narrative. And the fact that it's only found footage kind of makes it. I mean, like, I'm not a super huge fan of only found footage type movies because it feels weirder that it's like that, that, you don't get other perspectives or different angle shots or whatever. So the movie sometimes just has these weird positionings on critical parts of the movie. And then that kind of feeds into, oh, there needs to be a camera in this shot. Where's the camera? Oh, it's like over here for some dumb reason. It's a bit bizarre in cases. I do think that it was a very cool idea, though, and I would have liked to have seen it executed maybe differently, if not better. I'd say it goes in, like, low B. What about you guys? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say B is fair.
I'd put it bottom of B or top of C, depending on my mood.
I'd put B.
Okay, next is Disney's Dinosaur, which I believe was Danny's recommendation as well.
I had never seen this before.
I believe I had, but I had forgotten a lot of. So on to you guys.
Actually, I'm gonna be distracted for a little bit. I have a bit of GPU debugging to do.
Of course. Dinosaur. I mean, like, I thought it was
Dinosaurs.
okay. Like, the CG is a bit rough for that year. Like, even for the time, it's a little rough. The story is a bit of a mess sometimes. Like, it's like, oh, I'll do this thing, okay? And then there's this character who's like, I'm gonna stand here. Well, why are you gonna stand here? Because I gotta stand here. It's like, well, have fun dying, I guess. Bye. Like, I think I remember that being the problem with at least, like, one dinosaur. And it's like, you know, you could have moved, like, 10 feet, and it would have been a problem. I don't know, like, the plot is, like, simplistic. They're just trying to get, like, somewhere where there's, like, food, basically. Like, I to be honest, I kind of thought the movie would end, like, with all the stuff that's going on, I straight up thought it would be, like, the end times for the dinosaurs. Like, it'd just be like, oh, they're all dead, you know? Like, at the end, like, it'd just be end with a giant meteor. As I wish for every day. But, like, I mean, I think it was okay. The voice acting was fine. There weren't too many characters that were, like, annoying. I think, like, one of the minor characters was like, oh my god, shut up. But frankly, I don't remember too much of this movie. Like, it kind of just happened, and I was like, it was okay. Like, it's whatever. Like, Daniel, what do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree on a lot of those cases. I think I had said something along this line when we were reviewing it, but there are basically only two types of dinosaur media you can really do that are only dinosaurs, and that's paleo documentary style or Land Before Time style, where the dinosaurs are basically humans doing dinosaur things. This time, because it was more of a mix, it felt more bizarre when dinosaurs were doing things that weren't the most intelligent thing, because they were just talking to each other constantly. So it's like, you sound like you're smarter than this. Why are you just standing here like a dumbass or whatever? So it's not great. I do think that the CGI was pretty good, if not some of the proportionalities. Like, they really don't have the shrink wrapping that dinosaurs at the time did, which is pretty cool, actually, just seeing a dinosaur with some meat on it. But yeah, the decisions in the movie, I think, were probably the worst part about it. But other than that, it was it was okay. I'd say, like, middle of C, maybe above 9, below, I don't know. What saith you?
Greg?
I will concur with whatever you guys say because I am very distracted.
Hooray.
Okay, I mean, where would you... You said what, Daniel? Where did you put this? Like, C?
I said, yes, so, like, before or after 9, I'll leave it to you.
I think it was better than 9.
Okay, then put it before 9.
It's going to be between Super 8 and 9. Like, it's fine. Up next is the original 1984 Ghostbusters. It is still one of my favorite movies, so I'm biased to shit.
I am biased in the opposite direction.
Yeah, Daniel fucking hates it. Daniel fucking hates Ghostbusters.
Like, everybody's a fucking idiot in this movie.
It's a comedy.
Most importantly, the main protagonist, who we have as our focal point, is just the worst human being alive.
Challenge accepted. I'll find you a worse one.
I can find a worse one.
Well, I'd rather not talk about that.
I'm looking in the correct direction.
I'm thinking of the movie Downfall, Greg.
Well, regardless, like, I don't know. I just did not like this guy at all. He was not a very interesting character to me. It just felt like ass watching this dude. Now,
it has not aged particularly well in a lot of aspects.
Yeah, it has not aged well in terms of joke context. It has not aged well in terms of animation. It's not aged well in terms of storytelling, because honestly, the most interesting part, the actual ghost busting, barely happens, and it mostly happens in a montage. Like, for the movie Ghostbusters and how important some of those other ghosts were, I was kind of expecting to see them a little bit more, like that one library ghost that, you know,
in the beginning, yeah.
Or maybe it wasn't the library ghost, but that other one that was eating shit.
Slimer?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like I felt there should be more going on there than we saw. So maybe that's just me, maybe it's not, but I honestly think that it goes on like high F at the very least.
Jesus
Or at the
Christ.
very most. Like, I will admit that it did have a couple of good moments, but for the most part, I don't know, I did not.
I can quote every fucking line from this movie. This is one of like the 5 movies where I know it basically by heart. Because I've seen this so many times because of my dad. Like, tell
So
him
you
about
have
the
Stockholm syndrome.
yeah. But like, tell him about the Twinkie. I collect spores, molds, and fungus. Are you a god? No. Then die. Like, I fucking quote this thing for days. I looked at the trap, right?
Okay,
Honestly,
but
this is one of those movies where if we just had a different main character, it would be miles better.
So you just don't
yeah,
like
if it was
Bankman.
like the dude that was actually enthused about finding ghosts or whatever, and we just wrote out the misogynistic.
So you just don't. You just want to
main
get rid of.
character.
So basically, you just don't like Bill Murray in this.
Yes, like this is that man sucked as
Which
the
the-
main protagonist. He just wanted to get into every lady's pants, and that was it.
Welcome
And
to
he
the
was
80s.
really bad at it.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was really bad at it, and somehow he still gets a girl at the end anyway.
Like,
Sigourney
if
Weaver.
you're that bad at what you are doing and you succeed, then that's how you know you're in a work of fiction.
Yeah, but also I have bad news. Is this movie is extremely culturally like popular,
Look,
but so is a lot of garbage.
Look, I have spat in the face of a lot of culturally significant movies. Hell, I'm going to spit in the face of Infinity War later on in this review session, okay? I have not... If you're trying to tell me that to make me reduce my score, I will reduce it further just to spite you. Okay?
No, I'm not. No, just. I mean, Greg, what do you think of Ghostbusters? Where would you put it?
I mean, honestly, like, this
Yeah.
is a weird movie because I honestly feel in a lot of places like it's this weird, bizarre love letter to free market capitalism.
It's very Reagan era coded. It's really
It's-
Reagan coded.
Like that, it to the
It's
point
so
that
80s.
it is both a little bit poetic and extremely distracting. Like the economic and political commentary that kind of acted as a subtext to all of the shenanigans and all of the weirdness as a whole. It didn't work together with the narrative. I think this would have been better as just a movie about entrepreneurs commoditizing the afterlife or commodifying the afterlife. But instead we had the weird pseudo romancy stuff. We gotta save the world from an ancient evil god. All that jazz that honestly yeah, a lot of the stakes in this movie felt like they didn't need to be here. Like, just make this if we want to go comedy, lean full on the comedy. If we want to go political science, we lean on the political science. But having this be a story that goes from a couple of weirdos who believe in ghosts and have scientific evidence of ghosts now, to these, like, they're just trying to get by, start a business, grow the business, save the world now? What did we get sucked into? It just...
You know what I just realized? Ghostbusters is the Japanese RPG.
Wait, what? It's a JRPG?
Weirdly, it weirdly does feel a lot like that.
Actually, you are not wrong. That's a JRPG. It actually kind of would work for a JRPG.
You start as a unknowing, I guess, quote unquote, country bumpkin. Get your calling card, and the ghosts showing up.
Country bumpkin, as in academia.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look,
being in academia and living in New York City, the most country bumpkin place in the planet.
Being in academia and transitioning to the private sector is basically like coming in from the country to the big city.
That would be straight up like switch that. Yeah, this is an RPG. Yeah, you switch to the big city, and then your first big mission, and then you do all these other side missions, and then
you have
the final battle.
Yeah, and then you're off killing God.
No, and you get a new side character who joins your party with Winston.
Yeah.
And then you have the final battle. This actually, Ghostbusters would actually make a great RPG. Holy shit!
It would be a better RPG than it was as a movie.
Well, if you want, we can play the absolute dog shit NES game at some point because it is fucking bad. Good. I don't want to play it either.
That's that no game out of.
Well, then we can play like the Xbox 360 game then. That one's apparently pretty good.
Yeah, no, as long as we're not making this movie look like a masterpiece by comparison.
Oh, God.
Because this movie is not a masterpiece, but there is an option to make it look like one.
Well, we can watch Ghostbusters 2, Greg. That'll make it look like a masterpiece. That movie's straight bad. Ghostbusters 2 is terrible. You can watch that.
Honestly,
we can watch Ghostbusters 2. We can watch the 2015 reboot they tried to make that was a complete flop. Or we could watch the legacy sequel movies that they've been making, the 2 new ones with Paul Rudd and Stranger Things kids.
Oh yeah, I found the thing you're talking about, Greg. We can in fact play it.
What, the NES game?
Yeah.
It's on. You found it on that website, didn't you? Nice. All right, we'll check that out later. But yeah, where would you guys put Ghostbusters to get back to the so we can keep going?
I think that this is a solid C movie.
Well, I mean, given that Matt was A and I was F, C is probably the best place.
Yeah, Chad, I still think it's great, but I have to accept this. I guess it's a compromise.
Well, you don't have to accept Jack Diddley. You're in charge of the stream.
That is true, but up next... Yeah, but whatever. Whatever. Up next is Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. This movie's straight ass. It's so bad. It's straight F for me. It's so bad. I get it's culturally a thing, but... No, I kind of got bored after a bit, and I think I just started fucking around on my phone. This movie's so bad. Honestly, except for the weird ending is hilarious.
Yeah. I like the ending, and I like how oddball the movie is. But I have a very hard time describing it as a good movie with a straight face.
It's so bad.
So where do you put it?
I find it entertaining, but I'm not gonna try and argue you guys out of F.
The ending's entertaining. I think the movie itself is dull as shit. I don't know.
But honestly, I find it very fascinating from a retrospective standpoint, especially because of how little work it had to do to parody a lot of what was going on at the time, how little it had to exaggerate stuff.
Yeah, because it did come out literally right. When did it come out? Doctor Strangelove. When does it come out? Is it the 50s or 60s? It's 1964, so it's literally 3 years after the fucking Cuban Missile Crisis. So it's very culturally relevant at the time.
Yeah, very culturally relevant.
They were gonna make a sequel.
Everybody's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Also, I love that it makes for a perfect prequel for Armored Core. The first one.
Don't get us started on that again.
Okay,
No, I have this big stupid crossover idea. Even.
Well, Greg, if
God.
you want to see this movie in a different way, there is a play that is in London.
Oh God,
It's a stage adaptation of the film. It premiered a year ago in 2024 in London's West End at the Noel Coward Theatre.
Anyway,
So if you want to watch
next.
it, yeah.
Next is the long string of Pokemon movies we watched.
Yeah, we watched a lot of Pokemon.
Pokemon,
This
Pokemon.
first one is so it's Pokemon Latios and Latias. We
Actually,
watched...
now that I think about it, we watched exactly the same amount of Pokemon we did the last year, which is 4 movies exactly.
We watched Pokemon Jirachi Wishmaker. We watched Destiny Deoxys, and we watched Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. We watched those 4 specifically.
So going in order, I think Latios and Latias was the weakest in terms of actual story. The movie itself felt very tech demo-y in terms of like just showing, oh hey, look at this thing we can do with all of our new budget for upgraded graphics. Like, look at this giant water wave. Look at this thing that spins around like it's a goddamn lunatic.
Yeah.
Like, that was interesting, but the movie itself is pretty bad. I would honestly put in like D. Like, it really did not have anything going.
Yeah, this came out in 2002, chat. It was distributed by Miramax. Ooh.
See,
that's
this
rough.
Is a movie
Miramax is rough.
I was able to keep paying attention through the entire movie, but I didn't really feel like I gained anything from watching it.
No. Wishmaker, I think, was a little better, but only just a little better. I think that, like above Heroes, probably. Like, it is interesting, but it spends a lot of time just fucking around at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then later on, it's like, okay, well, we got the main plot, and it's a fucking goo monster eating everybody.
It's basically a dang it, we have to do the plot now. Okay, fine.
Yeah, and a part of my problem is that it also stops feeling like a Pokemon movie for a bit too. It's just like, oh god, what's this giant goo monster that feels like it belongs in a Godzilla movie instead of Pokemon? Like, what the fuck is that about? And it's supposed to be Groudon. Come on, I know it's a fake Groudon and all that, but what the hell, guys?
It's Gudon.
It's Gudon.
It's a new Mega form that's going to be made eventually. Don't worry about it.
Matt, I hate to break it to you, Groudon already has a
at the time.
Well, okay, I guess. Well, look, Final Groudon is actually badass looking. Okay,
that is true. Mega Groudon's actually fucking dope. But
anyway, Destiny Deoxys I like better, but I can't tell if I like it better because it actually had a better plot. Which, mind you, it does have a couple of good plot points, like with Tony and the puzzle and mining and learning to appreciate Pokemon again. Or if I just like Rayquaza hyper beaming the living hell out of things.
Yeah,
it might have been the
It's very fun that Rayquaza just like, fuck this.
For me, it's 50-50. Like, I do appreciate it's a better written story that gives me reason to care about what's happening more frequently. But also, Rayquaza's peak.
Rayquaza's always a fun thing to have around when it's around. It'll kick ass, take names, and then leave. And that'll be all that it's here for. It's just like, yo, I showed up to cause a problem. Okay, the problem's gone. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah.
Rayquaza's our ballistic defense system, but it doesn't get paid enough.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think one of the funniest things about the movie is just that, or like when Deoxys is about to get a point blank hyper beam, you just get the close up of its face, and because of how the light is, it looks like its pupils are shrinking, and like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I would say it's like bottom of C, top of D. If we're gonna
I'd put it bottom of C.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely enough of a step up that I wouldn't consider it a D tier.
Yes. Now, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, I actually think is a decently good movie.
Movie.
I'm not sure if I would say bottom of B or mid C. It's kind of a sliding scale. But I think they do improve on the storytelling a little bit with how Lucario's whole beef with Eren goes. Lucario realizing that maybe there's more to people than he initially thought. The concern and trust between like Ash and Pikachu and trying to figure that out. Like, I think it's interesting, and I really like the last couple of scenes where like the self-sacrifice and stuff. Also Reggie noises. We cannot forget the Reggie noises. But but there are a couple of places where the movie is very slow, like getting to the giant tree or giant rock tree, and some of the parts with Mew just playing along with the Pokemon. Felt like we could have hastened that a little.
It feels like it belongs in the short that comes before all the movies.
Yeah. It's.
The shorts are cute, though.
I still think that this is a good movie on balance. Pacing is a real issue, but the story it's telling feels compelling.
Yes.
And I liked the characters, including our focal Pokemon. I liked getting a bit more perspective into basically the cultures that go into the Pokemon world, because a lot of the stuff, like anthropologically, we just take things for granted as like this stuff fits together. Even though it's a world that has different history from ours, we have these kind of common notes that, well, we're not going to show you exactly how to connect them all to get a coherent world. We're just going to wave our hands and say, well, clearly it worked out. But this gives us a little bit more insight, a little bit more connection into that, and actually makes use of it instead of just treating it as, well, okay, here, have lore. It's. I'm gonna say this is a B.
Okay, so bottom of B?
Yeah, I'd say that. Up next is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. This is the one that everyone was raving about like 2 years ago.
Now, I will admit, I don't like the movie as a whole as much as I think other people do. However, the parts with death specifically are amazing.
Yes.
Like, if the movie was only the scenes with death, I would say that it would be like potentially high S. The problem is that I don't like the other plot that's going along. All the mostly the evil dude who runs the factory, who's trying to get the wish. I felt like a lot of that felt unnecessary. And I do like the Goldilocks and Three Bears subplot. That wasn't too bad. I could live with that one. But the other dude did not feel like he needed there. It was just confounding stuff. But those death scenes are definitely S tier, especially like the last one too. Like that is a fight for a generation.
Yeah, no, that was glorious. It hits so hard, both just from a spectacle standpoint and symbolically. It's oh boy. I want the entire movie to be like that.
I don't know. I would say that this is like top of A currently.
What did you say? Top what?
It is,
A?
Yeah, top of A.
I
don't think it's S rank with all the others, but
yeah,
it's very close. Even with
it's
other
really
things
really good. It is like I genuinely liked the movie Quiet a lot. Like it's really great because it gives a lot of insight into like how he just is dealing with. Oh shit! I'm out of lives. Oh crap. Like where he's like careless, and then he's like,
"What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?"
Yeah, no,
God.
no more repair kits, buddy.
"Yeah, you're kind of donezo if you screw up again." Like that's very good. It's really
And
good.
it's also a good look at what courage actually means, because it's easy to make risky decisions when you have a safety net.
Yeah. And then
And
when you lose them.
yeah, Post has taken it for granted that he's gonna have that safety net to the point that he got it in his head. Oh yeah, I'm doing these reckless things, and they're panning out for me. Clearly, this is a sign of my courageous heart. But then he needs to find out what real courage is, and that's when you're not making a dumb decision because you know you can bounce back from it. You're not making a dumb decision because you're dumb and you don't have a self-preservation instinct. It's when you realize the chips are down. There's nothing you can do if your gambit fails, and you're gonna do it anyway because you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's good. I really like it.
Up next,
A cat's gotta do what a cat's gotta do.
Yep. Up
Something
next
like
is Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Superhero.
I want to throw this in D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is very much a cheapened version of the Androids and Cell Saga, but with comedic elements and an attempt at basically a conspiracy theory that didn't work out so well for it.
Like, here's the thing. This is especially bad, given that this is the movie after Broly.
Yeah.
Like, Broly is everything Dragon Ball Z
Broly's so
is
S
in
tier.
the modern framing of Dragon Ball. This one kind of felt like it was trying to be the original Dragon Ball, but didn't really know how to do that. So it tried to turn into Dragon Ball Z, didn't know how to do that, and kept flip-flop. It also doesn't help that the fight scenes were subpar at best. There is a lot of random power-ups, which, I mean, are kind of par for the course, but definitely don't feel like we deserve those power-ups.
Ow.
Everybody just kind of gets passed around the idiot ball this time. Like, Gohan's being an absentee father. Only Piccolo seems to have any idea what's going on. Literally nobody can get to Goku and Vegeta because Whis is a dumbass.
Yeah.
God.
It's not
We
great.
finally got somebody wishing for a power-up, and we wonder, okay, seriously, why haven't we done this sooner? Are these people all just so freaking proud that this doesn't occur to him any of them as a viable option?
Yeah.
Apparently, yes, that is the explanation that this movie throws us.
Yeah. But
But
Greg?
we got Orange Piccolo.
Oh yeah, we did. We got Orange Piccolo.
Orange
yeah.
Piccolo is good.
It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb, man. But yeah. So I'd like to point out that we're at just under an hour. We've done 16 of these already.
Oh.
So we've done
because we're going
way
faster
more
than
than the other
yesterday.
day. But I finished rendering the game one, so that one will be uploaded after stream because I don't want to strain my internet.
Right.
But up next is The Land Before Time, the original one. I had no nostalgia for this because I had never seen it. I was always much more of a Disney Pixar kid.
I don't think I saw it either.
Really?
I don't believe so.
Jesus.
I
Yeah, this
had
is from
some amount
1988,
of
so it
nostalgia.
predates me by almost a decade. It was made like 8 years before I was born, and a decade before my brother was born. So, like, that's kind of insane that they still keep making these things like 4 years later.
I kind of wish they stopped making them, honestly.
Yeah, apparently the most recent
Yeah,
one came out
no.
in like 2016, it looks like. It looks like they haven't made one in like about 10 years now.
Good.
Probably a good thing.
Please stop!
Though Who owns this franchise? Oh, it's Universal.
It's time for the dinosaurs to end.
So
the dinosaurs needed to go extinct like 5 years ago, guys. Come
apparently,
on.
there's a complete collection DVD set of all of them that was released in 2016. So if you want to buy all of them, you could do that. But yeah, I guess these apparently are owned by.
Joke,
yeah, apparently these are owned before. They're all owned by Universal, so it depends on Comcast if they want to make more, because that's who owns the Universal is Comcast. So if Comcast wants to do a nostalgia play on Peacock, they might use that franchise.
I dread this.
There might be a direct to Peacock movie at some point if they get bored enough.
I'd rather not, thanks. But anyway.
But yeah, the original one from '88. Man, the animation still looks really fucking good. Holy shit.
The animation is good. Story is a little odd in places. Like, it's a lot about friendship, but the problem is that your friends are also kind of assholes. So they're not very friendly to you, and then you have to bail them out later on.
Yeah.
However, I do think that the general idea of you got to stick together with the people around you, even if it might not be what you initially wanted, but they'll be the people that stick with you the longest. Like, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
It's the thing about the friendship message this movie pitches us is it's very much the friendship message that you give to a kid who's wondering, okay, but why are people jerks?
Yeah.
Why was somebody mean to me? Why was somebody mean to you? Was I mean to somebody just now? It's like it's very much it boils down to a lot of like basic theory of the mind, emotional intelligence stuff, and we have definitely moved out of the target audience range for that. Though I, as again a person who is very bad in social situations, can still stand to have a reminder now. It's like a big chunk of the message of the movie just doesn't really line up with us and our demographic too well, so it's hard to make a fair judgment on that. There are some more less kiddie topics and themes. We get into the sense of discussing or at least examining mortality a bit, and I think if we'd lingered a little bit more on that, it would have been good.
Yeah.
Looking past my nostalgia, a lot of this is, well, it looks good, it looks charming, it's got personality. A lot of the substance that I remember being there was only substantial to me as a kid. Like, me as an adult, I think solid chunks of the movie just feel bit empty.
I would agree.
It's not bad, but it's not great. Yeah, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would agree that it's good, but not great. I put it solidly in, like, B tier.
I'd say, like, low B to high C. Like, it wasn't that good, but it was decent.
Yeah, it's a decent... I mean, like, if you have nostalgia for it, you're gonna have nostalgia for it. The problem is most of us have no fucking nostalgia for this thing. Because, like, I know my family didn't have this. I have nostalgia for Pixar and... Mostly Pixar and DreamWorks movies. Because Disney was, like, effectively non-existent because they were just making garbage. The only thing I remember Disney making from that era was... Chicken Little. Which, notably, is not a great movie according to people, but I haven't seen it in a while, so maybe it's actually good. I have no idea. I haven't seen that movie, like, probably since, like, 2007, 2008, when it was probably airing on, like, Disney Channel or something like that back in the day. And Disney also seems to have forgotten about it, because, like, we own Pixar. Look at all the movies we made in the 2000s, all the Pixar movies. And then they don't mention, like, Ice Age or any of the actual Disney stuff, because they own the company that makes Ice Age, too. They're making a new Ice Age, apparently.
Oh God, I thought
Which,
they
like,
finished it.
No, apparently they did, and then Disney's like, money. So I don't know if it's theaters or it's like straight to streaming, but I think it might be straight to streaming. So who knows? But up next is, so we watched a bunch of the Snyderverse movies, or at least we watched 3 of them.
Well, you guys did. I think I stopped after.
You stopped after Man of Steel.
No,
So,
I think I stopped midway into Batman v Superman.
That is fair, because that movie's... We'll get to that movie in a sec. But, like, man... I mean, what did you think of Man of Steel? Like, as someone who'd never seen it.
It was a poorly disguised Jesus experience.
It really is. Snyder has such a weird fixation with Jesus metaphors. Like, I still fail to understand why the studio thought hiring him was a good idea. The man thrives on, like, more darker tones and, like, choreographed action. And, like, the action is really good when it's choreographed in this, but, like, what is that story? Like, honestly, Superman is supposed to be more lighter toned, kind of fun, but at times serious movie. Like the recent James Gunn one that came out this year. I like that one. And it's a much better fucked Superman than this one. Hell, I think the Superman that was on the CW for a bit was actually a better Superman. Because he was much more actually just Superman, like Christopher Reeves. Which is still the gold standard. One? What? No, not Smallville, the other one. The newer one. Smallville is a different continuity than the Arrowverse. Like, they made a Supergirl show, and they had her cousin Superman show up in it a few times, and then he got his own spin-off. The irony about Supergirl is it aired on CBS for a bit, and they realized, oh, no one's watching this except people who watch the CW show, so they just shoved it onto the CW. Which worked out, because like they were actually doing crossovers anyway, so it was very funny. But, Man of Steel, we're gonna get Snyder fans annoyed at us no matter what the fuck we rate these things, unless we rate them like S tier, but they are not S tier movies. I mean, what would you rate Man of Steel?
I mean, at best, I would say mid-D. I did not like this movie very much.
Yeah, Man of Steel has interesting ideas, but it's a mess.
Well, so, like, actually, I remember something. So, the pacing was weird because it wasn't...
It keeps doing flashbacks.
It wasn't chronological. But sometimes the flashbacks would take way too long and not be connected to what was being...
Yeah, it'd be like a 10-minute flashback and be like, okay...
Well, no, like, I distinctly remember we got a flashback. I think it was the one with the dad and the Twister.
Oh, yeah, that one,
which was an entire thing, by the way. But then, I think it was like 10 to 20 minutes later, we got the same flashback with an additional thing added on or something. And it's just like, why did you say this the first flashback?
Yeah.
And it just keeps jumping around in terms of timing. And then the combat, I think it's probably because of how Superman works, but it just felt like everybody got slugged once and then went flying across the area.
Yeah.
And then got slugged maybe.
It was like Gmod Ragdoll physics.
Yeah.
Which, like, I love Gmod Ragdoll physics, but, like, Jesus, come on.
Yeah.
Like the amount of destruction Metropolis is, like, honestly obnoxious.
It wasn't very interesting to watch somebody just fly away the instant you whack them. Like that, I distinctly recall. I think it's a scene in the Justice League Unlimited show or something like that, the animated one, where
I've heard those are good.
Superman is fighting Darkseid or something like that,
right?
And he punches him, and it's so strong that it shakes the entire city from just the force of the contact.
Jesus.
But Darkseid doesn't move.
He just takes
damage. Well, no, he takes damage from it, and it's clear that it was weighty. But Darkseid isn't just sent flying across the city because of it. And Superman continues to punch him a couple more times.
Jesus.
And, like, that feels more like there is substance to the punch. It's not that, oh, you're getting fucking ragdoll launched because you get punched. It's that you take the hit and it's gonna knock you down a little bit, and then after you're unsteady, then you might go flying. But it's not every freaking punch sends you flying to a new area.
Yeah.
Which is what this one.
They also destroy Smallville. My God. I mean, yeah. Batman v Superman. The best part about Batman v Superman is the first 5 minutes was Bruce Wayne running around as Bruce Wayne. where it's dealing with the consequences of the ending of Man of Steel. That is the best part about the movie. We did not watch the extended edition. We watched the original version. The theatrical
Extended
cut.
edition is too much movie.
There's also nothing really with value in there. It's like, people are like, oh, there's something of value. I'm like, you mean one minute scene that I don't actually give a fuck anyway? Like, who cares?
I very much disliked this movie, and I did not want there to be more of it.
Yeah, there's a point where you're like, okay, why?
This movie... I really, really disliked this movie, and the more I think about it, the more I dislike it. Every single iota of thought is lowering this movie in my estimation. I already mentally have it in F tier. I'm gonna stop thinking about it before I drag it lower.
So where do you want to put it?
I want to put it in F.
I'm okay with putting it in F. Which is worse, that or Strangelove?
Batman v Superman.
Alright, F tier it is.
I still want to drag it lower.
Unfortunately, we don't have... Well, actually, we have Birdemic and the Holiday Special on this list.
Those are different F tiers. That's a different shit.
Well, maybe we need a tier under F, just to keep that in mind in the future.
Okay, here's the thing. I am so annoyed at Batman v Superman that I am convinced that I am literally not in any way its target audience, and maybe that's just the right tier.
You're not a dark and gritty Snyder idiot?
That's also accurate. I mean, I'm not terribly gritty. I'm pretty fine ground.
Yeah. Up next is the Snyder Cut of Justice League. I have seen the theatrical cut, and I saw the Snyder Cut when it came out on HBO Max during the pandemic.
Well, what did you think?
I think it is much better than the theatrical cut by far, but it's still mid as shit. It could have been shorter by an hour. Like, for context, it's 4 hours long. We watched this over, what was it, like 2 weeks? Like, we took a break after, like, one of the acts. And then we finished the rest of it, like, later. Because it's so fucking long. And it's not long in a good way like Lord of the Rings. It's just long. Because I guess AT&T, who owned Warner at the time, went, well, we're trying to sell this thing, so here, just make the content. You can just make as much of it as you want. Which...
It's long for the sake.
Good, thanks, AT&T. That's that's not the worst thing you've ever done, but thanks, AT&T. I mean, I don't know. I kind of enjoy some aspects of it, but there's a lot of it I'm like, I don't need this. Like, do we need the scene of, like, the villagers singing to, like, Arthur as he leaves? No. That's just in there because Snyder
thought it was neat. Right. I was there for that.
We don't need that. There's the... I don't know. There's some good stuff in here. Like, anything to do with Victor, like, actually really, really good. Like,
wasn't
anything...
there an entire-ass scene about the history of the first
the mother boxes,
and
Wonder
there's
the flashback fight,
home dying to it.
There was. Yeah, there's those two scenes. I'll say this. Anything involving Cyborg was really fucking good. Like, Cyborg is the best part of the movie. By far. Like, if they make it a Cyborg movie with, like, that kind of stuff, that'd be great. But obviously they're moving on from this era hard. So, that's never happening again. Unless Netflix, after they finish buying Warner Brothers, is like, alright, Snyder Cut stuff. Please, no. I don't want any more of that. But, I don't know. Where would you guys put the Snyder Cut of Justice League?
I did not want
it is at best a low to mid C for me.
Yeah, I'll put it.
And that's honestly, I'm feeling a little bit generous even saying it.
Me too. 9. I'd say it's here.
Yeah,
it's very much C, but like it is like a C that's not total dog shit.
Like, it's watchable.
It just, you could cut out an hour.
But yeah, you could cut out well over an hour.
Yeah, but they let Snyder do his thing, so...
It's twice as long as it should be, to tell the
Yes.
story effectively.
Yeah, it could have been 3 hours long instead of 4 hours. Actually, how long is this?
It could have been like 2 hours 15 minutes, and I think it would have been fine.
It's 242 minutes long.
God, that's
So
4
that's
hours.
over 4 hours. 4.03 repeating.
Yeesh.
Woof. Yeah, no,
That's
this could have been 3 hours. It would have been
movie.
better. Like I saw
That-
Avatar
that
today, that was 3 hours, and it didn't really
repeating
feel
is
like 3
insult to
hours
injury.
that much. What, Greg?
That .03 repeating is just insult to injury.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Up next is Ron's Gone Wrong. I think this is another Danny suggestion. I remember like seeing posters about this in a trailer and being like, eh. And I think that happened to a lot of people where they just didn't bother.
I mean, watching it, I can kind of agree with
Yeah.
the sentiment that it was just very in the long term.
Yeah, it was okay.
Like, it wasn't bad per se, but it certainly wasn't like winning any awards in terms
No.
of storytelling.
No, it's
Now, I
fine.
also admit to being very distracted during this one too, but I remember it being very too focused on being humorous at the beginning to the point where when it started being more serious, it failed because
Yeah.
it felt like it wasn't taking itself seriously up until this point. So why would I take it seriously now?
Yeah.
I seem to recall it having some decently good moments, but it was a
Yeah.
little too hard to state beyond the attempts at humor of the robot being an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, here's how it did, right? You ready? I'm looking at Box Office Mojo. So it came out October 22nd of 2021, so like just as we were coming out of the pandemic, so like it didn't do that well financially, but like it had 3,560 theaters week 1, and then at November 5th, so like that's like 2 weeks later, it dropped by 1,000 theaters because it was just not doing too hot, and then it dropped like another few after like even before Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, it was in 450 theaters. So like that's a month later, it was out of like most of the theaters. Like it was just all the theater companies were like nope, which is a sign. But like I don't know, the movie's like it's not awful, but it's another like C tier, like bottom C, held maybe even high D.
Hmm.
Greg?
It's tricky. I would say top of D.
Top of what?
Top of D.
D.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Like
It's got interesting ideas, but it's not executed very well.
There were bits of it that I did think were executed well, but they were mostly buried far enough into the movie
Yeah.
that instead of making me enjoy myself, they were just scrabbling for the last bits of my emotional investment that I felt trickling out of my ears.
Hmm.
So all of the good stuff that had the potential to make it into a good movie was instead just putting in overtime to try and recover lost ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Up next is Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron.
Now, I'll be honest. I actually really enjoyed this movie way more than I was expecting to.
Me
enjoy
too.
it.
Yeah. I was like, oh wait, this is actually like really good. Like the fact that like it's like and like the horses like don't talk. Like you'd expect it since it's an animated movie that like they'd be more human. Like no, they just straight up are just horses.
Yeah,
Like,
you have an
which is
internal
really
monologue, and that's it.
Monologue,
Yeah.
you get like a mental monologue, but it's more so kind of setting the frame.
It's context. It's contextual.
How the horse is basically thinking, as opposed to, oh yeah, the horse is talking or communicating with people. Well, I mean, it's kind of communicating with people, but in the way that you'd expect an animal to communicate with someone.
Yeah.
You know, it'll bash its head into them, it'll paw them with one of its limbs. Like, it's natural how the main horse interacts.
Yeah.
Like, it's smarter than your average horse, and a jackass because of it. but
Yeah, it's a smart jet. It's like Gold Ship.
yes.
It's like that level of smart.
It's literally a wild gold ship.
Yeah, it's Gold Ship without a trainer. It's Gold Ship without her trainer.
I think it's a very good movie. I would put it in like mid to low A personally.
I'd say
I'd put it low A, just because
low A as well. Yeah.
There were bits where some of the bits challenged my suspension of disbelief, like with the train rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's for movie's sake more than like anything, and it has nothing to do with the horse anyway.
Yeah, it's
like
more
all
of the issues that I have with the movie, I can't hold against any of the characters, any of the characterization, any of the acting, or any of the direction. It's all like plot device choices in a movie that doesn't feel like it's emphasizing that aspect of the storytelling in the first place. So it's hard for me to say that really drags it down.
Yeah.
It's like it's a very kind of inspiring, uplifting feel to the movie.
This is 2002.
And just I really liked it when I originally watched it. I was hoping it would hold up, and boy howdy did it. Animation still looks pretty clean. Some of the backgrounds, some of the points where foreground and background met specifically did feel mildly like just mildly roughly integrated, but not in a way that interrupted any of the experience. And the music, it's not the kind of music I usually listen to, but it, especially for the style of story that this is and for the setting that it's taking place in, it worked really, really well. To the point that actually, after I first watched this movie, I found myself singing some of these songs to myself, like, just for absolutely exactly no reason. It's just like, because they were part of an experience, and they brought the experience together in a way that stuck with me.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Next, I can't tell what that movie is.
It's The Bad Guys.
I dropped out midway into the movie. I did not personally like it too much. What did you guys think?
I was not available that day.
Am I going to watch this then, like fully?
Might have been.
Oof.
Yeah, I went and skimmed through this movie eventually, and I wasn't really a fan, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I think
like there was.
I think it very much falls into our category of not target audience.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's
there
okay, but it's not great.
There was nothing that outright ruined it for me, but it didn't grab me. It didn't.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I just didn't really like the way they were trying to present the story with all the, like, I've said it before, I don't like incredibly humorous stuff that's trying to make it look like it's also got a secondary plot going on with it. And there's also a humor tolerance that I have, wherein if you surpass it, it just stops being interesting to me.
Yeah.
This was definitely
this one goes way too overboard on a lot of the humor.
Yeah.
But yeah. Up next is Interstellar. I fucking love Interstellar.
I thought Interstellar was okay. I think it's like solidly middle B, low B, but I do not think that it was as good as Matt keeps saying it was.
Fucking
it had some
music,
interesting
Jesus.
ideas, but I don't think they were executed as well as they could.
Mm.
Especially, I think a lot of the scenes with the stranded dude felt weird. Especially given that,
Matt Damon.
Yeah, especially like he basically screws over any chance of survival.
Yeah, good job, Matt Damon.
But,
Yeah,
also, I want to comment. I mean, I know it's been said, but hey, Matt Damon, the guy stuck on an alien planet. Is this a recurring theme?
I know. Well, Greg, I mean, there's actually online. People have calculated the cost of what it would be like in the all of the movies, like to rescue him versus the budget of the movie. So they're like, well, this is how much it would have cost to rescue him in Saving Private Ryan. Oh, this is how much it would have cost to rescue him in The Martian. Oh, this is how much it would have cost to rescue him in Interstellar. Oh, this is how much.
But Saving Private Ryan wasn't another planet, though.
No, but it's just like in general, like he needs to be saved from just something, Which I love that people have done.
Saving Matt Damon.
Saving Matt Damon is actually a straight up category, probably on Letterboxd. But no, I think it's funny. Music though, S tier, absolute fuck S tier. I think it's Hans Zimmer's like best work. Jesus.
Also, apologies, Daniel. I did interrupt you there.
No, I think that the music is also good, but not as good as Matt's claim. And I'm saying this as a perspective as somebody that's been listening to a lot of Hoyoverse stuff, listening to Arc Knight stuff. Like,
so you're spoiled.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a spoiled bastard.
I'll say this: I do love the Interstellar main theme. Like that is actually like S tier. Is the main theme is S tier for me.
See, I can't get behind the that rating for it because it's like it's just the same couple of notes or like major notes being played over and over.
Aren't video games that?
You have you played a Honkai game?
I have. I've been playing it for almost 3 years, Greg.
Well,
but no,
clearly you haven't been listening.
Oh, never mind. But no, I mean, I like I love Interstellar personally. I mean, you guys want to?
Well, where would you put this, and then we'll knock
I
it down
would definitely put it, honestly, above Cars 3.
Okay, I am going to claw this movie down a little bit. Because it has a lot of cool ideas, and especially on the science front, I really like the first 95% of every sciencey thing that they do. And then they reach the last 5%, and it turns out that last 5% is pretty important, and that's where they start fudging.
Yeah. You know what the story with
consistent. It's consistent. They have such freaking... They do such good work for the majority of any scientific concepts that they are exploring. But then the bit to cinch it, to cap it all off and make it work, feels rushed or shoehorned in or ass pulley or it's just there was so much potential for specifically the nerd audience that I don't know, it hurt me.
I do admire though, I really do love though that this movie massively helped us with figuring out black holes though, because they simulated Gargantua, and like 2 to 3 years later they're like, yeah, so like Christopher Nolan doing a bunch of the math on our computers was like really helpful, which is hilarious.
I do really like it because I did study under a professor for a while who was involved in this.
Oh, nice.
So that's a cool connection, because that's how I know that a lot of the simulation and the computational models, the numerical methods used, that's how I know that they're on the up and up, because that's the stuff that we were learning in class.
Yeah. So the concept of like doing the math, Greg. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for like Kip Thorne, the theoretical physicist who like helped with the movie as the scientific consultant, laid down 2 guidelines of that quote: first, nothing would violate the established physical laws, and second, all of the wild speculations would spring from science and not from the fertile mind of a screenwriter. Nolan was like, okay, but apparently at one point Thorne spent 2 weeks telling Nolan, no, you cannot do faster than light. No, you cannot do faster than light. And Nolan went, fine, we're not doing faster than light. Fuck it, we're not doing that then. Whatever. According to Thorne, the element that is the highest degree of artistic freedom is the clouds of ice on one of the planets, because they would go beyond the material strength the ice could support.
Yeah. It gave us cool visuals, but also I was cringing constantly. Like it's a really beautiful thing that they came up with, but with how like a lot of the breaks in scientific realism kind of work like this, where I wouldn't be critical of them if they weren't clearly trying so hard in other regards. And because of that mismatch, I really can't say that Interstellar belongs above Cars 3. I can't really say even it belongs above Spirit. I'm not gonna try and argue you out of A tier.
Okay, then
because
I'm fine with putting this here, I guess.
I did find the narrative pretty compelling, and like even if I was deeply frustrated by some of the characters, half of my frustration was in the sense that, yeah, if I were in the situation with these characters, I'd be pissed at them. Not so much frustration with how they were characterized.
Yeah, I think that's a fair place to put it.
Okay, yeah, I love Interstellar though. I think it's great. By the way, here's
we're not talking out of that.
Oh. What is this? What is this one? Stranger? What is this?
The Sword of the
Sword of the
Stranger.
Stranger.
That one was my recommendation. It was a random anime choice that I found.
I forgot about
I think that one was pretty good. It wasn't great, and I don't think it belongs in like A tier, but I think it was like a high.
Did I watch that? I don't feel like I watched that one.
Yes,
I think
everybody watched it. I don't think it was like super memorable, but the action was the
I
highlight.
straight don't remember this movie.
Well, I mean, maybe that says something about the quality of it. But it was like the dude, the young kid, and the dog.
Yeah, I see it from the
It's like
poster.
going-
I don't remember much. Like, I don't know.
There was the random, I think it was like British or like European people, European samurai people trying to invade and cripple Japan with opium.
There was the wooden arms fort.
Oh yeah, the fucking wooden arms force.
Oh, this thing. Oh yeah, I just pulled up like the fight on YouTube. Oh yeah, the action was really good.
Yeah, action was
forgot about
good.
this.
Story was a little lacking, but it wasn't offensive. Music, I think, was also pretty good, but the action was the main reason we were watching it. I would say, like, maybe above Bug's Life. Probably not above Big Hero 6.
It does not beat Big Hero 6.
Put in here.
Yeah.
Okay, up next is Star Wars: The Holiday Special. We watched
boy.
this like 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
I'm immediately putting this in the dog shit but great category. Like,
Yeah,
it
Do
is
you
trash.
really
It
think
is
that it's
straight.
dog shit but great? Or do you
It
think
is
that's just dog shit?
It is great in that we
With
got to
friends.
rip on it. And ripping on it was an enjoyable experience.
Yes.
Ripping on it is, in fact, the accepted and agreed upon proper way to experience the movie.
Yeah, like Daniel, I've made this category specifically below F tier for stuff that's like actual garbage, but like it was really funny to make fun of. Like, it's the same as F tier, basically, but it's funny, F tier.
Yes, I gathered that.
It's F tier with more enjoyment value.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, yes, it was very bad, but it was funny to insult it for being that bad.
Yeah. So, folks, this is not the worst movie that I've ever watched.
That's
but
terrifying.
It is definitely
up there.
It is definitely bad in interesting and creative ways, to the point that it's hard to imagine a movie being worse than this by accident.
Well, now you're just asking for it.
I said hard to imagine, not impossible. Somebody can conceive it, somebody can make it, and somebody can stumble into this completely unintentionally.
God.
And I hope I'm there when it happens.
Well, anyway.
Up next,
the amount of that movie that was just Wookiees talking with no translation.
Oh, right, that was also so bad.
That was glorious.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Chewbacca.
Yeah, chat. If you don't, by the way, if you want to,
even there for most of the movie.
Yeah, but Chewbacca would understand. Chewbacca watching the movie would understand all that dialogue.
By the way, if anyone wants to know anything funny, this movie is free on YouTube, unironically, because Disney just keeps forgetting to copyright claim it.
Well, no, because copyright claiming it would be acknowledging that it exists.
Exactly. So if you want to watch the holiday special, get some friends, optionally get drunk. Optionally, we didn't get drunk, but you can, and it's probably even a better experience with that. But like this, you need to rip on this movie with buddies. Do not watch this alone. Watch this with friends who also can appreciate.
Do not watch this alone in a room where you cannot escape from the movie if you need to.
Disney keeps on air quotes forgetting to claim it.
Yeah. It's straight up free on YouTube. It's so funny because they just aren't claiming it. After this next one, I want to get some more water. But yeah, up next, a movie that is on Disney Plus, and actually they will strike you down if you put it on YouTube for free. Rogue One. Probably still the best post-Disney movie that they've made. Which is a low bar, but like, this shit's good.
I consider the end of Clone Wars to be the best Disney.
Oh yeah, true. No. The last movie. 4, is peak.
It's a movie. Don't lie to me and tell me that it's just a TV series. It's a movie.
Yeah, no, it pretty much is. It's just they released them as weekly episodes to get people to stay stuck on Disney Plus. But like, it is just a movie. Like, if this was 2009 or something, they would have just released it as all like one like special on like TV for that last 4. But Rogue One, I like Rogue One. I think the best part of Rogue One is the last 45 minutes. Like, I think the movie in general is good, but those last 45 of like where it's Scarif is fantastic.
I love the bits of them calling out random places like we're under fire in such and such vicinity that's far away from all the action to divert forces. Like that's so good for just how believable they made it over comms.
Yeah. Rogue One is really good. I really like Rogue One.
I wasn't as sold with the middle of Rogue One and some of the earlier parts transitioning into the middle. But overall, it was a very good movie. I would say like low A, high B.
Yeah, I'd say low A. It also does have the best scene of Darth Vader like ever. Okay. Jesus,
I put it over Interstellar.
I'd put it over Interstellar.
Fair. I'm agreeable to that. Yeah, no, I mean the Darth Vader hallway scene is just fucking S tier. Jesus, I would have loved that movie even better if they hadn't had Darth Vader pop up beforehand. But then at the end, you're like, well, there's this alert sound, and you just see a fucking lightsaber, and you're like, oh shit! Like if they'd done nothing, if they hadn't advertised that would have been literally the most amazing thing on the planet. It still is, but like that shock of seeing Vader and just no dialogue would have been even more peak. Fucking great. But yeah, I'm gonna take a sec. I'm gonna get some water. Don't start reviewing. Talk about Greg. Give an animal fact about
Give an animal fact about Darth Vader.
Yeah, give us facts about Darth Vader, Greg.
Darth Vader hatches from an egg.
What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, well, it's so he has that pod that meditation / equipment maintenance and life support pod.
Yeah.
To me, I've always looked at that and thought, egg, hatch.
What the fuck?
How many
Greg?
steps does it take to hatch my Vader?
What the hell are you talking about?
So I think it's Empire Strikes Back.
No, I know what you're talking
yeah.
about. I'm more just asking a rhetorical, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah, so the first time I watched that, my thought was, okay, does this mean I can hatch Darth Vader like a Pokemon?
No!
What does Darth Vader evolve to, Greg? Or is it that Anakin evolves to Darth Vader?
And so Anakin was Darth Vader all along, but he evolves into Anakin again.
It's true. After he dies.
So Anakin evolves into Vader, evolves into Anakin.
No. There's 4 forms, Greg. There's 4 forms. There's Anakin when he's like 8 doing pod racing. There's just Anakin from 2, 3 in Clone Wars. There's Vader, and then there's Ghost Anakin.
So is Ghost Anakin the Mega Evolved form?
Yes,
of Anakin?
no, it's like a Digimon. He's just stuck there now.
He's that's Dynamax Vader.
Dynamax Vader? Sure, alright.
Yeah.
Well, up next is the string of Marvel movies. Basically all of Phase 2 into most of Phase 3 as well.
Oh boy, it's my time to rip on shit.
Yeah, Daniel fucking absolutely dislikes Marvel stuff.
Well, anyway, Captain America versus Civil War.
Yeah.
I think that everybody just took the stupid pill that one. Like, I thought Tony knew at least some of this stuff, or that Cap would have explained that, there was brainwashing involved in some of this stuff, but no, nobody explains anything. We end up with the situation of, hey, yeah, we're all gonna fight each other. Why? Because some dude decided to cause a problem. Why? Because his family died in the Ultron attack. Which, I mean, realistically, he should have been an Iron Man villain, not an entire Avengers villain. In that case, because that was all Tony's fault.
Yeah, but Tony believes in collective responsibility when he's at fault. And he's charismatic enough to convince everybody else. Air quotes charismatic.
Yeah, I did not think highly of this movie. The combat, or the fight scene at the airport was kind of cool, but that was about the only fight scene.
I mean, it is like the peak of the movie, arguably.
Also, we just end up with 2 new superheroes being introduced in this movie, and they're just kind of like treated as, yeah, okay, they're here now.
Welcome to Marvel.
Well, no, it's like every hero up until this point had been introduced properly. Like, they got a whole ass Ant-Man movie, you had a whole ass,
Can I slightly explain their reasoning? Because I remember their reasoning for this. So the reason why there's Black Panther is I remember when they introduced, they talked about Civil War. Marvel had an event where they announced a bunch of stuff for Phase 3. And when they talked about Civil War, they're like, we want a guy who's like independent and like makes his own like choice, where he's not like really directly involved in either of their problems. So like he has the freedom to go back and forth. Like, that's what they were aiming for. And then with Spider-Man, the reason is they were able to get the rights shared from Sony. That one is just straight up, they managed to get Spider-Man. They're like, all right, ship Spider-Man here. We gotta get Spider-Man.
See, I expected as much. I'm not surprised, but...
Yeah, with Black Panther, they had a plan. But at the time when they announced the movie, they didn't have the deal yet for Spider-Man to be in Civil War. So... Like, because they announced all these movies, I think, like, it was... before Age of Ultron even came out, possibly? I don't remember. And it was just titles on the screen. Like, it was nothing.
I don't know. Like, it's okay.
Where would you put it?
But... I don't know. I put in, like, low D, personally. But, like I said, I'm very biased against this shit. So if you guys have different opinions...
Well, I... did not like this movie much either. Please don't put it there. Not even as
I'm not.
So I did think that this was better than Latios and Latias.
Is it better than Man of
but
Steel?
no.
Mhm.
It's about the same level as Man of Steel.
I would say that it's better than Man of Steel just because it's not making religious references constantly.
That is yeah.
Oh yeah, I repressed those. It's definitely better than Man of Steel then.
Yeah. I'd say it's like mid-pack Marvel. Like, it's really good. I liked it a lot at the time. 10 years ago. God, that's weird. That's a decade-old movie now. Like, it'll have been... Like, when Doomsday comes out in a year, it'll have been over 10 years since fucking Civil War. What the hell?
Civil War has issues.
Yeah. Yeah. But, up next... Personally, I put it, like, in C above, like, Dinosaur, but whatever. Up next is the original Doctor Strange. Oh, hi, ASF guy. You skipped the best Cars movie. Cars 2 is great. No, Cars 2 is not very good.
Cars.
I actively
Cars
dislike
2...
Cars 2.
See, Cars 2
that's the worst.
Cars 2 has entertainment value, but I don't consider it to be
Canon.
Yeah, I've basically written the whole thing out of.
I personally think it's like the
continuity.
Mater's Tall Tales shit that they like to do,
Yeah.
where it's like a side story that they accidentally gave a lot of money towards.
It's
Because they don't even reference it in
it's-
3. There's nothing in there
yeah,
from,
it's
th-
an
from 2.
extra.
Yeah, it's just a spin-off. Yeah, it's not. Cars 2 is not great. But yeah, Doctor
Although,
Strange.
if you disagree,
where would you put?
explain to us in
Explain why
excruciating
Cars 2.
detail while
Yeah, ASCF
we're
guy. Why do you
wrong.
think Cars 2 is great? Why do you think Cars 2 is really great? I'm very curious, or I'm not sure if you're just memeing. It's hard to tell tone through the screen. Well, they say.
Well.
Yeah. Where would you? I mean, so While they type out their reason. Oh, they have several reasons.
Okay.
All right. What are your reasons? What do you think, ASDF guy? What do you think? I'm actually very curious. I'll hold off on Doctor Strange for a minute. I'm curious why you think Cars 2 is great.
Yeah, this is more important.
Arguably, yeah, because I am actually very curious. Because the music in the film is good. Yeah, no, the licensed music is pretty good in that. I do like the licensed music in Cars 2. It's very good. It's used mostly well. Yeah, I forgot about Cars 2.
But then isn't that just more saying that you like the music as opposed to you like
No, but that's their first reason. They're probably typing
actually,
out the rest of their reasons right now.
I will say,
unlike my iPhone,
I will say, I watched Cars
indicators.
2 in Spanish and I enjoyed it.
You watched it in
Wait,
Spanish?
what?
What?
I don't
Why?
remember why.
How? That reminds me of when I was like 5 or 6, Greg. We were on like a flight to go see my family back east, and we were stuck and there was like a lightning storm ahead of us. So the plane, they're like, yeah, we can't fly there. So we were stuck in an airport that was closed, and they wanted to put on a movie for us kids, and they put on Shrek, the first one, because that was all that was out at the time. And like the first like 30 minutes, they were playing it in Spanish, but all the parents were like, "Why is this in Spanish? This should be in English." And like I remember the flight attendants were like scrambling, "How do we fucking fix this to be English?" Like, because after a while they got it English again, but like straight up, we flew for like 4 hours or like 5 hours to get there to like the East Coast, to like the airport that we couldn't get off at because it was A, closed, and B, like it was not our stop, but also like we were then stuck on the tarmac for like 6 hours waiting for the storms. They were just like, we were just stuck on the fucking plane.
So just Spanish.
We had
Shrek.
Shrek. It was Spanish. The first 30 minutes of Shrek was Spanish, and then they changed it to be English. But I think honestly, it was late enough that I just fell asleep.
Okay.
Second is
I
that it
should've
gives
watched
Mater
the entire-
character development, and Finn McMissile is that guy. Yeah, no, Finn McMissile is like, he's dope, but I don't know.
Okay, I was not sold on Finn McMissile.
Finn McMissile's
But Mater character development is a valid point.
Who
I
voices
don't
him
think that
again?
Mater necessarily needs character development because a lot of
It's Michael Caine.
his development in 1 and 3 is the subtle variety that works really well with Mater's highly unsubtle personality.
Mm.
But I can get where you're coming from on that one. And I will say the jokes worked weirdly well in Spanish because this was back when I actually understood enough Spanish to understand the jokes.
Ah.
Maybe we should watch it in Spanish.
Yeah, let's watch it in Spanish. Yeah, actually, fuck it. Let's watch it in Spanish. It gives McQueen character development.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. Like, I just remember McQueen kind of being mostly a dick until, like, he's like, oh shit, Mater's right.
Like, it felt like it kind of rewound some of his character development in order to relax that and give it back.
Yeah. Yeah, Cars 2 is not great. Maybe we should just watch it again. Forget.
Yeah, maybe we're missing something.
We can. I'll add it to the list. Fuck it. Let's watch Cars 2. Why not? If it's bad, it's bad.
But in Spanish.
Yeah, just Spanish. Yeah, we watched. They're like British. Finn McMissile, British intelligence, but it's a man speaking Spanish instead.
Actually, you remember when we were talking about watching Girls on Panzer in German?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Checking Spanish is Gold ASDF guy? Yeah, well that one was not even my fault. I was 5, and that was the fault of the stewardesses working on the flight. Or like whoever ran that ancient-ass 90s computer system on a fucking airplane. Like, it was so funny. But yeah, Doctor Strange. What did you guys think of Doctor Strange? I like Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange was alright.
It was alright. It felt a little I didn't really feel like I was watching a thing about Strange. I felt like I was just watching a movie about something happening. It didn't really feel like it was about Strange to me.
My biggest issue with Doctor Strange is that it felt, for a lot of the character and plot beats, it felt very much like I was just watching Iron Man again.
It's very much the main of Iron Man. You are not wrong. It's Iron Man, but we've already seen where this story goes, so it's not as
punchy the second.
Yeah. It doesn't hit as hard, and I think the single most believable and most compelling part of the movie was just Strange successfully annoying a cosmic entity into submission.
Dormammu, I've come to
There's a reason that a decade later, that is still one of the most memorable things in the MCU. If Strange solves it not by punching it, but just like doing his thing.
It's the most in-character thing that Doctor Strange has done in the entire MCU.
Yes.
He's shown up, made a nuisance of himself, and refused to leave.
Yeah, he's like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. I'll do endless time until you let me go. And Dormammu's like, fine, I fucking hate this, so whatever, fine.
I hate dealing with you. Go away.
Get out of here. Go. Why am I dealing with your bitch ass? Yeah, no, I love that. And also, did you know that... You want to know who played Dormammu and did all the mocap for Dormammu? Cumberbatch himself. Cumberbatch. He played Doctor Strange and Dormammu.
Nice. So he was arguing with himself and got
Yes, he was arguing with himself, which is also very in character for Doctor Strange, to be honest.
Like, I mean, didn't they have a whole ass movie for that recently? The Universe of Madness.
Yeah, that one's. It's not great.
That was a movie.
Well, I'm more just talking about the Doctor Strange pisses himself off.
Yeah, I mean, also it happens in the game too when you're facing a Doctor Strange on the other team. ASDF guy says, I hate when I have to argue with myself. Hate when that happens. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean...
I hate when I have to argue with myself and I lose.
Yeah. Let me double check. Benedict Cumberbatch. Let me double check. I want to talk on my ass. Benedict Cumberbatch or Dormammu.
Yes, don't be like me, who confidently enters a room, says something.
It was reviewed in an interview with the director. It was reviewed in an interview with the director. He was voiced in mocap by Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, it was Cumberbatch. I am correct. Okay, good. I'm not talking out of my ass, like I usually am. But yeah, where would you guys put Doctor Strange? I like Doctor Strange. I put it B.
It definitely beats Ghostbusters.
Well,
yeah, I would agree. For this sake, I put it.
I'd say I enjoyed it a little bit better than you or Lucario and Land Before Time.
I liked it. I like it more than I like it more than Chronicle and Bug's Life, honestly.
Oh yeah, I'd put it above Chronicle.
Would you put it above
Doctor
Stranger?
Strange versus Bug's Life.
I like Doctor Strange more than Bug's Life, honestly.
You know what? I'll let you have this one. Don't know if Daniel will, but I will.
That's fine.
So, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, in my opinion, the weakest of the three. Guardians 2 is a mess.
It felt like it retraced everything from one and reintroduced it again, but worse. I did like the kind of realization of the dad moments with the blue dude.
Yondu?
Yeah, the Yondu.
Yeah, no, him and Yondu is great.
That was so out of, or like low in the focus of the movie that I didn't get enough screen time. I really wish that there were like more parallels of, I don't know, Yondu being with Finn as a comparison point to realize that. But I don't know.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, well, I honestly, I thought that this movie was generally inoffensive and fine as its own thing, but because it's the second one, and because they're retreading so much ground from the first one, I have to hold it to a higher standard. Just, like, I have a moral imperative to expect it to have learned something. It didn't.
Yeah, I agree with it. So, where would you...
I'd
say high D, low C.
Yeah, I'd say low C.
Okay.
It's better than Ron's Gone Wrong.
Yeah.
Up next is... what's the actual name of this? It's Spider-Man Homecoming, the first Marvel-made Spider-Man movie, because they were bankrupt in the 90s and they didn't get the rights until this.
I will be completely honest. I wish that it was less about Homecoming than it was. Or, no, sorry. I wish it was less about Marvel than it ended up. Because the Spider-Man parts were actually decent.
So you're just annoyed that it had to tie into the rest of the MCU.
Yeah, like, I hated how much it related back to Iron Man for Spider-Man's self-validation. Like, just let Spider-Man fuck up on his own and realize that he needs to grow up on his own. Don't keep throwing Stark into this. Stark is like the last person who I'd want to be telling me, hey, you're fucking up, kid.
Honestly, I'd say if Stark is criticizing me, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, he did end up causing a ship to be ripped in half, but I feel like that's also the problem of Stark not controlling his damn shit.
Yeah.
And
it shouldn't be that easy to hack into the suit. It's Stark tech, not Hammer tech.
No, it wasn't even the suit. They just had a gun or something that saw through the entire thing.
Also, to be fair, that
guy said that he doesn't remember.
Yeah, I see that he only knows Cole. They only know Cole's dad.
Which one?
Yondu.
Either Yondu or Ego.
Correct answer. Yondu.
Yeah.
The correct answer, Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Yeah, I love that line reading. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's one of my favorite moments in the MCU. Is where he's like, "You look like Mary Poppins. Is Mary Poppins cool?" Yeah, hell yeah. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. I love that.
See, it's good because it makes sense in universe to not even be a joke or humorous, but just like this is the logical conclusion of that line of conversation. Like it's so, like, for us as an audience, of course it's funny, but it's so character consistent. It's one of the most believable things out of that entire movie. But back to Spider-Man.
Yeah, back to Spider-Man. I don't know. I'd personally put it in like high C, low B, personally. I think it had some good ideas, but I don't know if it executed them to the extent that I would say it's a solid movie all around. What about you?
Yeah, I'm largely with you on the notion that it really was over connected to MCU stuff to its detriment. Because Spider-Man acting as, well, I mean, the whole thing comes up a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but he is usually operating at a different scale from the big superheroes, and as a more street level hero, I tend to expect him to be much more connected to mundane people problems, be more down to earth, and the tension that they're building between that being who Spider-Man is and what Spider-Man does, and his experience knowing Stark and having interacted with the Avengers in a semi-official capacity. It works better on paper than in execution.
Yeah.
Like, you could make a very interesting movie out of that, but also this movie is trying to be not just a Spider-Man and the Avengers movie, it's a Spider-Man movie. It's supposed to be about Spider-Man.
I'll say
he is the title character.
I'll say it's a good thing is they don't do the Uncle Ben story again. Like, they actually are like you've seen this before. Like, you don't need to see this shit again, which I appreciate, because we'd seen it twice before already. We'd seen it with Andrew Garfield like less than a decade earlier, and we'd see him with Tobey Maguire like 15 years earlier. It's like, it's nice not to see all that again. Like, they actually start from a point of no, like, he's already Spider-Man. Like, I like that.
So that is a point in this movie's favor, and I'm going to get back to complaining about things not in this movie's favor now. A lot of the stuff with Aunt May was, well, I don't think that she was well written, and I think she interrupted the flow of the movie whenever she was around. I think a lot of Spider-Man being, oh yeah, also a student, which in other non-MCU Spider-Man movies has tended to interplay fairly well with him trying to juggle responsibilities. It felt like after a certain point it was just shoved to the back burner, as this is just like background information. And so it kind of blindsides you when, oh wait, his relationship with his classmates and / or potential love interest is relevant again. It feels awkward because the movie, I think, has one too many threads to juggle. Yeah. And the easiest thread to cut out would be the heavy MCU involvement.
Right.
That's fair.
I'll
say the ones that come after I like more.
Yeah, I would still say I enjoyed the movie as a whole. It has some glaring issues, but overall, I thought it was an entertaining experience. I thought that it did make us think a bit about these characters and what makes them tick. And especially, it served as a pretty stable, solid introduction to who this Spider-Man is as a character and what he's going to represent in the MCU. So, largely because of that, I am going to say I would qualify it for B. Do I think it's a high B? No. But I think it gets into B.
Fair. Okay. B is fair, yeah.
I would say it's above Strange for me. I felt that it felt like a more movie than Strange. Maybe even Sword of the Stranger, too.
I don't think it beats out Sword of the Stranger. I think honestly, Sword of the Stranger had a cleaner, crisper narrative. Didn't feel as muddled. Felt more focused. And I think that's the difference that keeps me from putting Spider-Man Homecoming above Sword of the Stranger.
Okay.
Yeah. Up next is
Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok.
I didn't like this movie. I left midway through.
Yeah, you did. By the way, ASDF guy says No Way Home is better than Homecoming. I agree, ASDF guy. It is a much better movie, but that we haven't gotten there yet. We've only gotten through Infinity War, or up to Ant-Man and the Wasp. So that one's going to be in next year's
Infinity
reviews.
and the Wasp.
Sure, whatever. But yeah, up next is Thor Ragnarok, which is the third Thor movie, which is the one that's like, I like it a lot. I know Daniel does not, because the humor is just overbearing. A lot. But that was the shtick they were going for.
Yeah, it's a lot about the humor, but also it just didn't feel like it knew what it was trying to do with all this whole, oh yeah, we're on a new planet thing. Oh, all this, or Hell is back. When there was like no mention of her before, and she's apparently super powerful and kick everybody's ass just because she showed up. Like, I don't know.
He's really good at long range attacks. It's weird.
The thing about her fighting style too is that it doesn't feel like it's actually all that sensible. Like, she has interesting looking attacks and they are wide sweeping and all of that, but they don't, she's not doing them in a way that makes me feel that she's actually winning.
She's kind of just
it makes me feel like everybody's just kind of collapsing in on themselves because they have no idea what they're doing.
She seems like the sort of character who realizes, wait, I can do crowd control, I can do area denial.
So it's me playing as
I
Hela.
can flip around and spin.
So it's me when I play Hela on Marvel Rivals. It's me when I play Hela on Marvel Rivals.
Well, she's like, it seems like she's just having the revelation that she has this kit, and she's not tried any of it before, tested it out to see how it works and how you're supposed to use it. It's Hell's first time playing Hell.
Yeah, I mean, Greg, where would you put? I know Daniel was put this straight F, but where would you?
I mean,
I don't know if I would put it in F, but
okay.
I definitely think I would put it into not target audience and bordering into like maybe high D, given I didn't finish it.
Well, for you, not targeted audience / did not finish is absolutely the correct category.
Greg, what about you?
But I mean, I liked some aspects of. Well, okay, I liked some aspects of it, but not enough to really save the movie. Like, Thor has a character arc that I thought he already had in his first movie. He does learn a little bit more out of the power of friendship vis-a-vis the absolute disaster of an interpersonal relationship that he has with Banner and the Hulk. And the idea of cycles, impermanence, and the fact that Ragnarok has to go through, in a sense, is it's a kind of well, it's a little too high concept for what the movie actually turned out to be, honestly. I think some of the ambitions that the movie had were just out of its reach because of how it presented itself. And that's a darn shame. It's especially the tone did not seem to know what it wanted to be. it was actively working against the narrative at times. And honestly, the movie had it had some high points, but it also had some really low for me. And the whiplash, the whiplash was exhausting. But some of the things the movie wanted to do, I really did like, and I respect that it tried. Wish it tried a little harder. So I would put this somewhere in C. I'd probably around Super 8 somewhere.
Yeah, that's fair. I like Thor Ragnarok, but it does have its share of issues.
Like, I actually, upon reflection, I like this movie more than I did originally. Like, when I first watched it, honestly, a lot of the humor was just grating. But I can look past the humor and see some of what it's aspiring to be.
Yeah. Up next is Black Panther. Rip Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman is a great. Oh wait, before we go on, ADS guy said he never saw Thor Ragnarok.
Yes, I said that earlier, and also Rip Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, dude, like he played so many legendary roles. He's fuck cancer, man.
I think that Black Panther was great. The movie surrounding him wasn't that good. Or rather, it felt like it wasn't that good because it felt like it was two different worlds that were disconnected to each other. Because here's the problem. Wakanda is so advanced that it feels weird that they're not trying to do more with other places, right? Like it looks like they're the most advanced civilization on the planet.
They are.
Cloaking technology, they got all this hover, mechanical, electromag, whatever. And none of it is going through to the rest of the world outside of what gets stolen. It's like, how do we get into the situation again? Like, honestly, I don't
the movie
blame...
explains it. It's just...
Well, yes,
it's
I know
just
it
an
does.
overly simplistic explanation.
Yeah, I know. Like, the movie does explain that, oh yeah, we need to keep it a secret because otherwise, yeah. I'm with the main villain on that one, but it's a stupid reason. Like, why are we?
Because last time anything got out of Wakanda in any capacity, it led to war. Well, maybe you do it better next time?
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. God.
It's the same shtick as a lot of isolationism in real life, except in this case, they actually have such a high technical high ground that they could probably solve a lot of the problems that crop up just through force majeure.
But yeah, it just feels very weird. Being like, oh yeah, we're so high up and then we don't do anything with it. And it's like, oh well, that caused a problem. Why did it cause a problem? Because we're all just sitting around on our asses. The fight scenes also weren't that great in this movie. Or at least camera angles weren't, or environments. The environments were probably the worst part of the movie for me. Most of them were just kind of dull looking. And then also, like, nobody was doing anything particularly interesting in the fights, outside of maybe the last, or Black Panther versus whatever the fuck the other villain called their Black Panther suit. Like, it could have been better. But I think that it is above Ragnarok at least. I'm just not sure how much.
Yeah, so Chadwick Boseman, for context, played. He was Black Panther. He was also Jackie Robinson. He was also Thurgood Marshall, apparently. Like, Jesus Christ. Fuck goated. Like, fuck cancer. 43, man. That's so young. He would have been like probably another like Denzel Washington if like not for cancer. Like just had a like zillion-year career with like just more golden roles. And oh man. So I miss Chadwick. Great actor. Apparently a great human being too. Apparently there was like a movie like that he was making. I'm reading Wikipedia, and like one of his fellow cast members, like this dude's like she was like, "Hey, I need more money to like support my like kid." And the studio said, "No, lol." So Chadwick's like, "Hey, you can have a bunch of my salary. I don't need it. I don't care. I'm in Marvel movies. You can have a lot of my salary. I don't give a shit." Like, cause he's just like, "Yeah, just have my salary. Fine. Here you go. Here's your money."
Chadwick Boseman MVP.
Legit. Like, just the fact that he's like, "I don't need the money here. You have the money." And the studio went, "Well, okay, I guess. Sure, we'll pay you less. And we'll pay her more. Fair." You know? Great. Great human being. Fuck cancer.
Man hard carried this movie, honestly.
Yeah, he's the best part of this movie, and it shows. He's such a good actor. I wish he was in more than 3 Marvel movies. Fuck cancer, because Black Panther 2 is woefully worse because he's not in it. Like,
God, can we please have this guy back?
Yeah, hey God, can you instead
just give me one
Can we
movie?
stop doing Jesus allegories with Superman and bring back Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah, can I have like less of the orange fucker in the White House and can I have more Chadwick instead? Please? Fuck.
That wasn't quite where I was going.
Can we do a Chadwick Boseman allegory in the next Superman movie?
No, but they've done a lot of tributes to him in the MCU, which is nice. I do like the opening of Black Panther 2 is like such a like my entire theater was sobbing. And that's the best part of the movie, unfortunately. That movie is mostly mixed. But the original one, I mean, where would you guys put this? I'd put it in like probably
like I said, high C is alright.
would you put it like here?
Low B.
Low B?
I'd say maybe low B.
Like here?
That's like mid B. I'd say it's a little lower than that.
Do you think it's better?
Maybe behind Chronicle.
Okay.
Just behind.
Chadwick hard carries it though. Jesus Christ. I don't know if this would have worked as well with another actor.
If it was only the Black Panther scenes, it would probably be high.
I mean, you could just do that. You can go on YouTube and look up a thing that's just like. Yeah.
On the other hand, if you take out Chadwick Boseman and replace him with a standard reference actor, then this movie would be low C, maybe high D.
Yeah, like you can tell that he approached it with like absolute like he's like, no, I want to do a fucking good job at this. This is important. Because apparently, like at the time they were filming Black Panther, he knew, and he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna push my body forward because I want to make sure everyone has like I don't want it to like he kept his illness very secret apparently, and like he knew like in 2018, 2019 that he had it. And he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna let this get me down. Even if it's painful, I'm gonna show the fuck up. Which, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he did.
Props.
Good shit. Up next is the big kahuna, Avengers Infinity War. Daniel, you said you were gonna tear this an asshole. You said F? Why would you say... Infinity War solid A movie, it's not S? Well, Daniel's a noted hater of MCU.
So here's the thing. I hate all the logic of this movie. I think that the movie in and of itself is very stupid and all. Thanos' reasoning for why things happen and why he's trying to destroy half the world with a wish, as if monkey pawing shit wasn't already a bad enough thing. Like, that's already a negative. As Greg is also noting when we were doing reviews, all the logic of everything is pretty dumb too. Like, they basically did not have any heavy artillery for the alien invasion.
Yeah.
They just mobbed them with ground units, and that backfired incredibly heavily until Thor showed up.
Yep.
Thor should have gone for the arm instead of the head. Like,
well, he went for the chest. He didn't even go for the head or the arm. He went for the fucking chest.
I know,
but
like if he had gone for the arm, then Thanos can't snap.
No,
his
the thing
arm
that happened and how it that the funny thing is that's how it happened and how it should have ended. Is like he was like he threw the axe at him and he went up to Thanos and Thanos was like, you should have gone for that. He's like, yeah, but the arm was easier. And Thanos goes, aw, dang.
Yeah, like
it's so
here's
good.
The thing. Even if you get
that.
stabbed or like shanked in the head, right? And
yeah,
this is under the assumption that you're not immediately dead.
Right.
So, think of that as you will.
It's a specific kind of headshot.
Like, yeah, but like you would still theoretically be able to snap your fingers, even if it would take all of your dying strength to do so. But if you go for the arm, you just don't have that arm connected anymore. Speaking of which, we definitely could have done that with some of Stark's laser beams or whatever. Like, I'm sure he could have focus fired that shit to tear off Thanos' arm. That entire, like, mob fight felt dumb. Like, there was almost no strategy going into that movie.
There was a negative amount of strategy. It actively hurts the vaguely tactical parts of my brain, which is genuinely impressive because, like, I play video games and make anti-tactical decisions out of spite, and I'm totally cool with that. But I see these people, I see what they're doing, and it hurts.
Yeah, I was not.
Where would you put? I like Infinity War. I like Endgame more, but I think Infinity War is alright. It's good. It was like nice to see just like everyone come together, which I am biased.
They didn't even all come together. They were still halved by the.
I know, but like it is neat to see like Iron Man with the Guardians and Doctor Strange. Like that's really cool. And like you had Thor in like Wakanda and shit. Like it's just neat to see the character dynamics. Like I'm a sucker for that. Classic line. You should have gone for the head. Yeah, no, that line is perma famous in cinema. Honestly, like holy shit.
Agree to disagree on that one. I don't know, Greg. What do you think?
It's pretty iconic.
Well, honestly, no, I mean like the movie.
Yeah, I have quite a few issues with the decisions that the characters were making throughout the entire movie. I do think that there were bits that were suitably cinematic. There were some cool effects.
Oh yeah, CG
stuff. But it felt a lot of the time like all flash, no substance.
I mean, it's a comic book movie.
I was just generally. I was annoyed with all of the characters, and this felt like a very well. It had a lot of characters. Okay, so that's a lot of things for me to be annoyed with. I do think that Thanos being a complete idiot is not exactly news. Some of these people I expect to know that. Thanos, his plan from the get-go is so incredibly, impressively flawed that honestly I can't be bothered to care anymore. Like I just think, haha, look at Funny Dum Dum. Oh no, Funny Dum Dum has power. But I like this movie if I apply exactly no thought to it. As soon as I start thinking, I have lots and lots of problems. like, if I could completely switch off my brain and watch this movie, I think I would put it in somewhere in B tier. If I slip up and my brain functions at all, it drops down to low D. Immediately.
Well, given that I said F and you're basically saying low D, Matt, what are you voted as?
So you frustrate me. I mean, is it really worse than, like, this?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think it is. I think it's... I would put it, like... Gear.
You can put it above Ron's Gone Wrong, or whoever you put it, but not... Yeah, I liked Guardians 2 better than Infinity War.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Ron's Gone Wrong is like, meh. Alright, up next!
Guardians 2, at least the characters' motivations and actions made more sense.
Yeah.
Can't wait to drag you guys through 3 hours of Endgame.
See, I'm excited to see what new problems I discover in Endgame.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with that.
Cause like I remember enjoying Endgame, and then leaving the theater and realizing, oh
no.
So this is gonna be interesting.
It sure sounds like it.
Yeah, up next is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I was
the
not
last
there for
MCU
that
movie we
one.
watched. You were not here because you were busy with other stuff. Greg?
This was an okay movie.
Yes.
It was not very good at a lot of the storytelling, I think. But the story had me decently invested.
It's a fun side adventure, I think, honestly, right?
Yeah. I liked that it felt like a more personal level of stakes. I mean, obviously, it's still like life or death sorts of stuff, but it's
better than fuck Quantumania, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Quantumania's fucking horrible.
I was gonna say, that's a really low bar.
Yeah, but it is a bar. God, Quantumania is so fucking bad.
It's a bar that's buried in the ground, so you can clear it without even noticing it's there.
It's arguably the movie that killed the MCU.
But the MCU is still shambling on.
Yeah, but it didn't have a very successful year. The most the movie made this year was like
the MCU is clearly a zombie now. It's got cordyceps.
Alright, time to watch Marvel Zombies then. Let's watch that show. Fuck it.
No.
Apparently that show they went like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do some crazy wild shit. Because it's fun. Like, they don't care. But yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp, where would you put it, Greg? I mean, like, I think it's fun. It's not really the most insane thing, but, like, it's just fun. It's the epitome of, like, summer blockbuster.
This is high C or low B to me. Like, it beats Ghostbusters, but...
Is it better than Lucario?
No, it's not better than Lucario.
Okay. I'm fine with low B. I do like Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think people are too harsh on it, but I think it's fun. But yeah, that's it for the MCU movies this year. We watched a lot of them, because I keep doing that.
And we're gonna probably watch a couple more.
Yeah, we have Captain Marvel, Endgame, and then we have the 2 Spider-Man movies that come after with Far From Home and No Way Home.
I forgot about Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel is fine. And then, actually, that'll be pretty much it. We're gonna watch that, and then I'm just gonna call it, because...
And then you're finally gonna show a movie that's not Marvel, since we started
No.
We'll
then watch, like, the 15 fucking X-Men movies they made.
Oh, God.
Because there's a lot of those. There's a lot of those.
At some point,
half of
you
them
need
are
to
Mike
show
on.
a movie that's not part of a franchise.
No, trust me, I'm
anything
gonna
else.
do that. Like, I think my next bunch of movies is probably gonna be Harry Potter or something.
Like,
for a while, I'm gonna
that's
show like a bunch
franchise
of.
you've done.
I know, but I'm gonna show some one-offs for a bit instead. Like, I'm gonna show one-offs.
Also,
I'm gonna take a break from franchise
X-Men.
stuff.
Oh boy, I'm going to have words about the X-Men.
Well, Greg, good thing for you is like half those movies are mic on because they're trash.
Well, I mean, even beyond that, you're going to have
The
a hard
Last
time
Stand.
getting me to shut up.
X-Men: The Last Stand, fucking terrible. But yeah,
Well, speaking of The Last Stand, I think. Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of it.
it's time for the Wild Robot. Speaking of robots, we got the Wild Robot. This was, I think,
Speaking
was
of
this
another movie that felt like it was two movies.
Yes.
I also felt like this had the same problem as Ron's Gone Wrong, where everybody's too quirky. Oh, when I first saw Wild Robot, I thought it was just gonna be another basic nature film, but damn, it's a good movie. It actually made me cry, no joke. I was trying to cheer. I don't think it was that good,
Not for me
personally, but
personally,
it was better than
It's
Ron's
really
Gone
good,
Wrong,
yeah.
at
No,
least. Like,
it's so much
it
better.
actually managed to figure its emotional stakes out fast
Yeah.
enough to make it hit. I do think that the big ass explosion fest at the last climactic
that was
moment
unwarranted.
was undercutted.
That's like, did Michael Bay lick this or something?
What?
But I think that it was much better.
Michael Bay, please stop licking birds in the dark.
What?
I'd actually put this at fairly high C, low B, personally.
I put it
What do you guys-
above. I put it here. Or no, actually, like here.
I'd
No,
I'd
no,
actually
I put it in B.
yeah, I'd say this beat Lucario.
Yeah, at least beat Lucario. Probably even Land Before Time.
I would
don't
agree
know
with
if
that.
it beat up Black.
No, I think it's very good though. I quite enjoyed it. There's rumors working on a second one. Really?
Oh,
I don't
no.
feel like that's needed. It's like the same feeling I have.
It's
ACFK, have you
It's
ever
like Bad Guys. If we really need a second one for
Yeah.
this.
I mean, it's the same as like, what's that damn Tom Cruise movie? Did you ever see Edge of Tomorrow, ASDF guy? Oh, there's books. Oh, there's books. Oh, so they,
yeah, I think
so there's
Wait,
source
Matt,
material.
Matt, are you telling us they made a second Edge of Tomorrow?
No, they wanted to, but then that fell through. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need a
Thank
sequel.
goodness.
So that was in the works.
No, ASDF guy is saying there's rumors of a second Wild Robot because those are based on books. Edge of Tomorrow is based off of manga.
Yeah, and honestly,
I love that movie.
I think the movie did it justice in the weirdest way possible.
I'm going to show that then. I'll show, but you know
Yeah,
what? I'm going to do a new franchise, Tom Cruise stuff that isn't Mission Impossible.
So if we do Edge of Tomorrow, that's another one where you're gonna have a hard time getting me to shut up.
That's fine. That's not a Mike-On movie, so it's fine. We're gonna do Edge of Tomorrow, and then we're also gonna do. Oh, what's the other Tom? What's the Tom Cruise one, Greg? Where it's like with the tech. What's the name of that movie?
The Tech.
No. Oh, I'm going to Tom Cruise filmography. I'm so pissed I don't know it because I love that movie. Oh, Oblivion. That's another one I'm gonna air because I like Oblivion a lot.
All right, I have fewer words about Oblivion.
Well, that's
So
on my
you will
list as well.
probably, yeah, you will probably get to go to bed at some point that night.
Yeah, but no, I'll put those on my list if they're not already, because those are good. I like those movies a lot. But up next is the original Toy Story, which just turned 30 years old. Christ,
God.
in November.
It was good. I don't think it was S tier. It was a little too kid friendly.
I mean, it is-
in my mind. And yes, I know that it's a kids movie, but like the message they were trying to put out was definitely an all ages message,
Yes.
and they kind of flopped it near the middle.
Hmm.
Especially with how much of a dick it's like the same thing same issue I have with Land Before Time, where it's about being friends with everybody, but all your friends are assholes.
Do you think Woody's just like too much of a dick?
No, everybody else is too much of a dick.
Oh
too.
yeah, all the side characters, like all like the yeah. No, I agree.
Like Woody is a dick. Yes, I'm not defending Woody here, but Woody at least comes around relatively quick to, oh shit, maybe this was a mistake.
Yeah.
All the rest of his friends though are just like highly against Woody, even when he's trying.
Yeah.
And to Woody's detriment, he doesn't really explain himself all that well.
No, like he just like at the end of the movie, he just grabs like the RC car, and they're like, "Oh, he's killing another one! Stop him!" And Woody doesn't explain like, "No, Buzz is under there. I gotta get Buzz." Like they're just like, all right, come here, Charles, and come here. We're gonna hurt you for that, which is hilarious.
We could have done better, but it wasn't bad. I'd say like
I do like Toy Story though.
Like it's still good, regardless.
Where would you put it?
I think it beats Interstellar.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. Not
Yeah.
Rogue One.
I think. Yeah, no, it's still an A tier though. I love Toy Story, but I think Toy Story 3 is still the best one. My God. Oh, that Toy Story 3 ending is just, it's absolute perfection, and Disney could not fucking help themselves, man. I love Toy Story 3. It's like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's gold.
Well, don't you worry. We're moving away from that goal to all the Godzilla movies.
Oh, good. Toy Story 5 should not exist.
Yeah.
Toy Story 4 shouldn't exist, ASDF guy. It's
Toy
just
Story, anything past 3 should.
literally anything past 3 should not exist. I don't know why they keep doing it, and the fact that every time they make one of these movies, it makes $1 billion now. Though I'm curious if it will, considering the state of cinema after the pandemic, because Toy Story 4 was 2019, so it was before the pandemic. 4, you can understand the argument? I cannot understand the argument for 4. I think 3 should have ended. I love Toy Story 3. It's S tier, but yeah, we have all the Godzilla movies.
Or just didn't feel timely.
No.
Well, we should preface something. We have all of the Godzilla movies we watched. These are not all of the Godzilla movies between a certain franchise or period, because we got sick and tired of watching crap, effectively.
Yeah, there's a lot of crap. Like, a lot of crap.
Like, don't get us wrong, old Godzilla has its place. It's not with us, though.
No.
So, like, Godzilla Raids Again, lowest D person.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly. Like, there was barely any point to Godzilla being there, aside from, oh boy, Godzilla's back again somehow, and then there's just the extra monster that Godzilla just handles.
Yeah.
I will admit that it was very funny watching Godzilla beat the shit out of Anguirus because of how floppy everything was.
Honestly, this it's not bad enough to be F level, but
it's pretty bad.
It edges into the dog shit but great with friends category.
I guess. Yes.
Yeah. It's bad, but it's like entertainingly bad.
Yes, you can definitely watch it with friends, which honestly I say a lot about Showa era Godzilla. That watch it with friends, watch it while you can talk, and just make fun of the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Showa era Godzilla has this it's got this campy mix of like, oh, but look at how detailed these miniatures are. Oh, but look at how jank this stuff looks when Godzilla knocks into
the suit isn't that great.
No, it isn't that.
So you've never seen a single Godzilla movie, ASDF guy? Watch Godzilla -1. That's arguably the only Godzilla movie you ever need to watch in your life. It's on Netflix.
King of the Monsters is the King of the Monsters. I think is a good Godzilla the way Americans see Godzilla movie. -1 is a good Godzilla the way the Japanese.
Yeah,
Godzilla.
But the thing is, if you're watching King of the Monsters, you have to watch the 2014 Godzilla first, and also Kong.
You don't have to.
You
but
should.
It sure does help.
You should. And plus, they're fun, dumb movies. But like, if you want to see like an absolute S tier perfect, the way the Japanese intend to see Godzilla as, -1 is, oh my god, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so good. Speaking of Godzilla, speaking of a thing that the Americans decided to make a new version of, King Kong vs. Godzilla. The Americans made a new version of that a few years ago. Thanks for the Warzone event, assholes.
Yeah, so this one This one wasn't great. I think it's falling more into the dog shit but great with friends.
Yeah.
Especially how dumb the final fight was. That
it was so funny.
Stupid as hell.
Yeah, but I love that Godzilla just shoves a tree into King Kong's mouth or whatever. That was so funny.
Didn't we actually say halfway into the movie that, okay, we're going to turn Mike on?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went Mike on halfway through the movie because ASDF guy, how it usually works is we'll stream the movie and we're usually only typing in text chat on Discord together, all of us plus some of our other friends. But if a movie is like straight garbage, or if we determine halfway through like, no, we should have our mic on, we'll turn on our microphones and unmute ourselves to make fun of the movie audibly because it's more fun that way than over texting. But that's more rare. Like unless a movie is like straight absolute dog shit, we tend to leave our mics off. because we want to focus on the movie. But this movie was straight garbage. Do you want to put this under dog shit but great with friends?
Dog shit but great with friends.
Would you put it above 100%. Or below the holiday special?
Above
holiday special because it was at least a watchable experience. We didn't have to avert our eyes and ears while watching it.
That is true. Yeah, I'll put it above Star Wars: The Holiday Special. God, that movie is insane. Up next is what's this Godzilla movie? This is
that one's mine. There was too much chanting, honestly. Like, they needed to have less chanting. When it was actually about Godzilla versus Mothra, it was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I think some of the music and how the music interplayed with the themes and the scenes was top tier. But there were also moments where, yes, it was just chanting.
The tiny people were weird.
The best part about that movie, and you guys can contest this if you want, but to me, the best part of the movie was Mothra, or the two Mothra larva beating the shit out of Godzilla.
Absolutely, that was so good.
Yeah,
that was so great.
Like, if anyone in Infinity War had half the tactical acumen of these larvae, we would have had a very, very
would have defeated
different
Thanos
movie,
in like 8 seconds.
Just swap in these larvae for the Avengers, and Infinity War would have gone into A tier.
So where do we want to put this? Over Ron's Gone Wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, right above Ron's Gone Wrong.
It's actually entertainingly bad, so just bad.
King Ghidorah versus Godzilla. Or King Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, I think is what it's called.
It's
This one falls back into dog shit, but great with. It was not
the
that
three-headed monster.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. Ghidorah also wasn't nearly as intimidating as I figured he would.
No,
be.
He's much more intimidating than the newer American.
Well,
thing.
of course he is, but like even in like Heisei era, I've heard that he's fairly intimidating. This one, it was just literally wacky and playable to Ghidorah.
It really was.
It just like flopped around too much. It was just dumb to look at. And
I'll be honest, that's 90% of what I remember.
Yeah. Like, I know Ghidorah like typically has aura. He had no aura in this movie.
He had the aura of a fucking mascot.
The thing that's outside of he had the aura of the wacky inflatable tube mans that are outside car dealerships.
Yeah, he's King Ghidorah aura.
King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah. Yeah. Up next is our last Godzilla movie.
So we skipped after King Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, all the way to Heisei era. So we skipped like 10, 15 movies.
Yeah, because we were just like, this is all bad.
Yeah, nothing of value has been lost.
It wasn't even that it was all dumb. It was that nothing had changed that much between the movies. So we were just like, you know what, fuck it, we're just moving on.
Yeah.
Return of Godzilla was okay. I'd say it's like middle C. Like, it was back to where we were with the original Godzilla. Godzilla is destroying humans. Humans actually have figured out a couple of things on how to counter him this time, though. And we got some good back and forth between the humans and Godzilla this time.
Yeah.
Wasn't great still, but there was definitely a lot more destruction. I think we also could have done without that one random dude that was like drunk or whatever.
Oh yeah.
In the one building that was just cussing out Godzilla a bunch, but
no, that dude is my spirit animal.
Okay, buddy. But yeah, like it was okay.
Up next is Birdemic.
Oh god. Oh dear God, help us all. So
do you want to put that here, or do we just want to put it in straight F?
It's F. It beats Batman v Superman.
Like this movie was ass. It wasn't even entertaining. Like it was so bad that we had to rip on it to make it entertaining.
Yeah, it was. So it's just straight up bad.
It's an area hazard if you just watch it by yourself.
Yeah.
It's
you will suffer psychic damage like a Pokemon.
No, even together in our group experience, ripping on this movie
I was still taking
Psychic damage.
Yeah.
I was still taking like 2d4 of psychic damage every half hour.
Yeah, this movie is just not good. Like, people are like, oh, it's funny bad. No, it's just straight up bad.
Yeah, it's bad to the point where you have to mock it just to...
It's not even, like, that funny even either.
Yeah, no. Like,
it's the same, like,
the only thing
jokes.
that's funny is how bad it is.
Yeah. It's not even like, tell me why so, where the dialogue is funny. It's just straight garbage.
Yeah. But here's the question that really needs to be asked.
Mom.
What is worse? Birdemic or the Holiday Special?
Birdemic.
Birdemic is objectively worse.
Birdemic is worse.
Yeah, that's wanted to double check.
Birdemic is
Birdemic,
worse. They actually put fucking effort into it.
Hold.
Okay.
I maintain Birdemic is better than Batman v Superman.
What?
No. No. I'm not moving on that, Greg. Sorry. It's so bad. Like, the thing with the holiday special, is they did put effort into the set, they put effort into the costume design, like, you know, like, they did put effort into that stuff, and then they also reused scenes from A New Hope, so that's really funny. But, it is more competently made than Birdemic. Like, it's bad, but it's at least competently made. But yeah.
I don't need you to be persuaded, but my opinion is now on record.
Fair enough.
Okay, then. Next is Dracula, Lord of the Night, I think it was.
It's Dracula, Sovereign of the Damned.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Dracula, Sovereign of the Damned is
It's technically Marvel, yeah.
It is. It sure is a movie.
Yes, it exists.
That's one word for it.
Bad.
I don't know how.
It was funny bad, actually.
I don't know how this movie came into existence, but this was hilarious how bad it was.
The fact there's a Blu-ray cover for this is really funny.
This one was dog shit, but great with friends.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like the movie, too, and especially Dracula himself. Dracula was just the dude that realized he fucked up after a while.
He's like,
was just like,
oh shit, I'm sorry, my bad. And they're like, well, we're gonna kill you anyway because you're Dracula. And he's like, fuck.
Why? I just want to live, man.
Look, I didn't mean to do that. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, like, I just felt bad for the dude after a while. Getting so much shit thrown at him.
Honestly, I felt bad for the dude just for being in this movie.
Yeah, I feel bad for anyone who was cast or even made this thing. Woof. Except the screenwriter. Good job.
Good job.
So, from straight trash is Ip Man. Fuck S tier.
S tier.
Yes, S tier. This is probably the one that I would say is the best movie.
It is 100%, yeah. The Ip Man is amazing. Like, holy shit, the martial arts is so fucking good. And the story is really good too.
Great. The story is great. The music is apparently made by the same person that does a lot of like incredibly good Japanese anime.
They made a bunch of Fate stuff. Yeah, they made a bunch of Fate.
Actually,
stuff.
they're making the OST for the Fate we're watching right now.
What?
Oh,
Jesus
goody!
Christ. Wow.
Yes.
So they made that, and then they made Fate. Nice. Or then they made Ip Man. Nice.
Yes. So like it's great. This is the OST
oh,
of the movie.
Like,
so I cannot like the OST ramps up everything so hard. It's so good.
Yeah, Ip Man is so good. Like the scene,
it might be one of my favorite movies we've ever watched.
Yeah, no,
even
same.
up there with the movie.
It's like Godzilla -1 level quality.
It's Godzilla -1, Machia, Rebellion for me at least. Like,
yeah,
it's up there.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen it, watch it.
It's one of those movies that we can't really describe how good it is.
Yeah, you have to watch it. This shit should be in the Library of Congress. That's how fucking good it is.
You need to experience it yourself.
Oh, it's so good.
Like you don't even have to be the kind of person who enjoys martial arts movies because it's got a heck of a narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's got brilliant artistic choices all around, down to the color palette.
Oh, color. Oh, yeah.
It is a work of art.
Truly.
It's just so.
It's so good.
Unfortunately, Ip Man 2 is not as good. It was okay.
It meant to.
But I
It's
think it
still hard to
definitely
follow up on
fell
that.
off a lot.
Yeah.
I also don't really like the idea to put martial artists against the boxer.
Yeah, that's a weird choice.
I mean,
I would say it's like, oh, right.
It's not weird necessarily, but it gives too much of an opportunity for the organizers to rig things in ways that don't feel like they're forcing the people you're rooting for to overcome a challenge or an injustice. It just feels
Yeah. Definitely feels very cheap. I would say like mid B personally. Even below Chronicle. But I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
it's so one of the things that gets me about this is it feels like it flattens out Ip Man's character significantly
Yes.
over what we got in the first movie. And yes, I get it, that's a tough act to follow, but a big part of what made the first movie great is that our main title character is a deep, interesting, flawed, relatable person.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, he feels borderline Flanderized too.
Which is hilarious because it's one movie later and it's mostly the same people.
Yeah, so it's
Where would you put it?
the fact that dropped, just the characterization dropped so significantly. I think I'd put it right between Black Panther and Wild Robot.
Yeah, it's fair.
Like it was an enjoyable watch. It was a good movie, and some of the emotional points were really hard hitting, but because it exists in the context of the first movie and we've seen how high this can go, it's just... Oh yeah, also some of the martial arts were a little bit more out there than the
Yeah.
first movie. Like they were focusing a little bit more the show offiness because it was flashier. And okay, sure, that's good cinema, but for me as a former martial artist and as a slight martial arts buff, it was kind of infuriating.
I would agree.
Okay.
Up next is Wreck-It Ralph. The first
So
one.
I wasn't there for that particular one. I don't quite remember why, but I have watched this movie, so I can comment.
All right.
I think that is a very good movie. I would say like low S potentially.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
I remember it being well animated, a lot of the music being kick-ass, and while it meanders a bit at the beginning middle, it does all come together by the end, and it's
Yes.
like, it's a very thought-provoking movie too, despite all too. It knows that it has some deeper meaning, some deeper plots, and it comes all together. I think, like it's good.
The thing about Wreck-It Ralph and meandering is you can't tell at first, but it meanders with intention.
Yeah.
It doesn't meander because they don't know where to take the story. It meanders because the characters don't know where to take the story, but we're gathering up little bits and bobs of plot that we're going to need later.
I agree.
It's like a Katamari that's being piloted by a drunk
but that drunk has a really, really committed GPS.
Nice.
That doesn't sound like a flattering comparison. I promise you, I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Ay. Where would you? Okay. So
I say where it is right now.
Yeah, leave it right there.
Perfect. Up next is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, now unfortunately, I do not share the same opinions for this one.
No, he doesn't.
I do not, or I was not there because I left this time. I did not particularly like this movie, but I will refrain from commenting too much because I feel like it falls into a not target audience for me. So go ahead, guys.
Okay, so this movie at times was a bit much. It was a bit much, but that's also kind of implied in the title.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time it felt like an intentional choice to make it kind of overwhelming, to throw a lot at you and have a lot of it be really out there. Because the absurdity of a lot of the different worlds and different skill sets and everything, and just how weird and wacky it is, meant that the quieter or slower or more heartfelt moments hit all the harder. With that said, I did find the overarching story to be a little bit overly predictable for how chaotic the details were. And I think if they had to bring it to such a clear arc for the grand plot, they could have just as well dialed back on some of the more immersion-breaking weirdness. With that said, it's very much it's a very experimental piece of storytelling, and it's brave enough to make choices that might not mesh with all audiences, which I respect. It's just annoying if I'm one of the audiences who doesn't mesh with a particular bit of it. Some of the combat bits, for example, were just like, they got so wackadoodle. I had trouble transitioning between enjoying how silly it was and taking the surrounding context. The juxtaposition of absurd and serious was occasionally too intense for me. And this is me, a guy who's capable of taking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure seriously if I want to. Heck, there was a hot minute when I decided to take Boba seriously, and I managed it.
What the hell, Greg?
I managed to take Boba seriously.
Okay. I like this movie a lot. I think it's fun. It's a bit off kilter. I think it drags a bit at points, but I think the story is nice. She's trying to reconnect with her daughter through the wackiest shit possible. So that's kind of fun. I like that it did more multiversal crap than Doctor Strange 2 did. So that's annoying, because I saw this like 2 months before we started Doctor Strange. I'm like, man, if they could do that on this like low budget, how much are they gonna do with 200 million? Okay, they went to like 2 universes. Okay. Thanks. I don't know. I mean, where would you guys put this? I like this movie a lot, but like, I'd put it like in B.
I honestly, on reflection, would put it in high C.
Really?
Yeah, because
Daniel?
I'm not gonna comment.
Okay.
yeah, I enjoyed the movie, but I have beef with the movie on some level.
Got it. Up next is Grave of the Fireflies. Jesus.
Ooh, now there's another.
Ooh,
like,
that was brutal.
yes.
Oh man, that was just
See,
sad.
See, I feel like it was a lot of gut kicking, but on further reflection, I'm not sure if as a movie it was all that good. Like, it had a good plot and good, like, getting to where he needed to go kind of deal. But the actual moviness of the movie felt very Ghibli non-focused. It was just about exploring how these two kids ended up in this situation, but there wasn't a lot of actual moviness. That said, the plot that it was trying to tell was very much in play of just these two kids are going through it. They really shouldn't be going through it, and their adults around them are unreliable little fucks. Aside from that one police officer dude, I think. Like,
Yeah.
it makes you feel for the kids very, very hard,
Agreed.
which is good. But
Worf
as a
fucking
movie, I'm a
sucks.
little conflicted about it.
Yeah.
I was just talking about the emotional feeling of it. I'd probably say low S, probably around record. But
I'd say
if
that
I'm
too.
talking about it as a movie, I would say after Stallion of the or
Like
Cinema.
here,
Yeah, because I think like
I'd agree.
the emotional weight is way harder than the movie itself. The movie,
Yes.
it like actually in a way, it being a movie weighs it down weirdly enough.
What format do you think it should have been?
Short film, like 30 minutes. Maybe?
Actually, yes, I
30 to
think
45 minutes.
short film could have worked for it because like a lot of the scenes are just showing more of why the kids are in this shitty situation.
Yeah.
It very much could have been just small anecdotes of even like them being silent, but just you visually seeing them
Yeah.
degrade and degrade and degrade. And it probably would have worked out the same too. And well, maybe, I don't know.
Well, honestly,
Like-
I think like just like a manga format of that could go really hard.
Yeah, manga, short film with no dialogue but still music. Like I think the music did carry it a bit to really bring home that, shit is going down. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that it being a 2-hour movie
Googling.
was a little too much.
It was 88. Really? 88 minutes? It did not feel. It felt much longer than 88 minutes. I'm checking
Huh.
that. I don't trust that search result. Give me a minute to look at Wikipedia. How long is this?
Well, if it
89
was
minutes?
80
It was an hour and a half? Really? Huh. It didn't feel
Yeah,
it felt longer.
Okay, maybe I'm just talking out of my ass then. Maybe that just shows the quality of the movie that it felt way longer.
It
Or
felt like you were living every single minute that these kids were.
suffering, yes. I don't know, maybe we do up it to S then, because
Just for how it made us feel.
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think that's good. Like this is one of the really good Ghiblis, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't watch this if you're not feeling in a great mood, people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just do
look
not.
out for yourselves, y'all.
Yeah, look out for yourself, your kids, anybody in walking distance. Like,
Look
get
out
some
for
comfort
everybody in
stuff.
earshot.
Yeah, get some comfort stuff while you watch this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be happy by the end. Let me tell you.
Or if you
Uh,
are, then I have some questions, and you probably need professional help.
Yeah.
Next
If
up,
Transformers 2007.
yeah, if you're walking out of this one happy, you have different issues than the previous movie.
Yay.
Because, oh god.
Bayformers.
I had heard rumors. I oddly feel like I've watched the first one at least. All the
You
way
probably
to
saw it on
completion.
TV at some point with like your dad watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, but like watching it again, oh god, it's so bad.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
fan.
It's
Like, it's got like
it's the
all
least.
it's got all the problems that all of our hated movies have this year. It has a protagonist that I literally wish would go away.
Yeah.
Everybody's a dumbass.
Yep.
There are too many jokes being made and potty humor, for fuck's sake, on
Michael Bay.
Like, there's a new problem now where our main female protagonist is basically eye candy for
Yep.
some reason.
Thanks, Michael
In a
Bay.
robot film, I did not come here to watch a dude try to get a girlfriend, damn it.
And neither did the robots. They're not here
Yeah,
for
Bumblebee
this.
has
Why
to
do
witness
they
all
have to
that. Like,
suffer
Daniel,
through
think
this?
about it. At the end of the movie, you know, where they're like, where Sam and Michaela are making out, they're making out on top of fuck Bumblebee.
Well, he's already get paid for this shit. And then the combat in and of itself is just way too
Ooh, yeah.
explosion heavy and all flash and no action.
It's too Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Th-
I
this
saw, I think it was Pointless Hub who described it as basically this is just war, but on the way Call of Duty is war, where it's just like stupid.
I don't know. Even like some of the older Call of Duties.
No,
were-
I think he meant like more of like the modern CODs, more modern CODs.
Okay, well,
Like, with the
yes,
exception of Modern
then-
Warfare 19 and Cold War. Like this
Yes,
is
I
like
agree
Black
with
Ops
that.
6 bullshit.
This is how people think people like Transformers. And no, this is not how people.
No, if you want to see peak Transformers, watch Prime, the show.
No, well, I mean, yes, but also watch Armada. That's peak Transformers.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I will watch it
Armada's-
later.
You know what? I'm gonna put that on my next show poll.
Nice.
But, yeah, I think that this goes into F. The question is it worse than Birdemic?
No.
No,
I think it's the least bad F movie.
I honestly think that it does lose to Doctor Strangelove, but that might be personal.
That's personal bias. Strangelove is fucking boring. Transformers at least
Well,
is stupid.
so
I don't know about that one.
Transformers is also boring.
Yeah, I'm with
The
Greg
only
on
reason
one.
that I was able to keep watching that is because, hey, these characters, they look kind of like characters I know. They have the same names as characters I know. They're not by any stretch of the imagination the same character, but if I cross my eyes and tilt my head, I can fool myself into believing they are.
Especially since Optimus Prime is Peter Cullen still. I feel bad for Peter
Yeah.
Cullen. He had to say so many dumb lines. Like, apparently,
I
he
feel
has said
so
in
bad.
retrospect, man, I hated saying those lines.
Well, gee, you don't say somebody would hate.
Yeah, I'm gonna straight up immediately just put fuck this in F. Jesus. This is the worst
Yeah,
movie.
okay,
Okay,
yes. I was
hang
gonna
on.
maybe say, do we put it in dog shit but great with friends? But no,
It's just straight up dog
worse
shit.
than
It's just
Birdemic.
straight dog
Hang
shit.
on, does it actually lose to Birdemic, though?
Yes. Oh, actually,
That's the only point of debate we've
Ooh.
got here.
Ooh, that's hard. Actually,
I think it's worse than Birdemic. It was.
Yeah.
Why was it?
Think of the amount of
here?
money they spent on it,
was-
Greg.
No, like here's the thing. It not only is it worse than the first movie, which is already bad, but it's even more offensive somehow. The jokes are even dumber. The action is even worse.
They made a video game out of this. What?
They
Oh, God.
they learned exactly the wrong lesson from every aspect of what went wrong with the first.
Yeah, there was another attempted attraction plotline with a dude that has a girlfriend already.
Yeah.
Like, look, I know that teenagers are dumb and horny and whatever, but like they're not that dumb and horny, I think.
It cost $200 million to make.
Well, to be fair, some of them are, but those are not the ones that we like to have as our protagonist.
Yes.
This movie's dog shit
also-
made $836 million in 2009, which, what is that with inflation? Let me do the inflation.
I don't want to
calculator.
know. I don't want to know.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh right, there was one redeeming quality to this movie, and that was Jetfire.
Yes,
Jetfire
Jetfire's the best character in
was-
this fucking movie. Absolutely.
I like
was-
old
I like
man
Jet-
robot.
I like that he's just
Jetfire
like
was
fucking
great,
ridiculous.
and they killed him off.
Yes.
Yes.
It's,
Optimus, take my parts. Optimus, thanks for the parts. Just slides them off when he's done. Ugh.
Man.
So,
if anything,
oh,
that just makes it worse for me because Jetfire is the sort of character that they really should have kept around in anticipation that they would make another movie and that he
Yeah.
would be a part of the recurring cast.
Yeah.
Because he would have been a great part of the recurring cast.
yes.
Indeed.
He would have had an interesting dynamic with literally everybody on the auto team. He would have provided a sense of perspective because he has the experience as a Decepticon. And he has one heck of a personality.
Yeah.
Yes, he was like amazing, and then they said
He's the only one that's like actually somewhat sane, despite.
he's the only one that has a brain cell.
Yeah.
He
So-
might actually have two brain cells to rub together.
Yeah.
Oh my god, two
So
of them.
so here's the inflation. So the inflation rate since 2009 is fucking 51.1% cumulatively.
Ooh,
Jesus.
wow.
So the movie cost in today's money $302 million, and it made $1.2 billion with inflation.
Hmm.
So this is technically $1 billion movie if you do inflation.
I don't want to.
Okay, well, our
Well, it's
last
fucking terrible. Well, let's go to
movie-
Transformers 1, a movie that actually is made by people who actually are like not Michael Bay.
Thank
I want
God
to put
for
this in
that.
8 here.
Yeah, I put this in A tier as well. Yeah, it's
this-
really good. It's
This
really
was a
solid.
good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I've come
Like,
around after watching Bayformers.
Oh, you
It's-
like
it's
Bayformers
not
made you go, man, this is actually good.
Yeah, it's not
Yes.
perfect
like the rest of
by
the
any
fandom.
stretch of the imagination, but it's made with care.
It's made by people that like Transformers.
Yeah.
It feels like an actual Transformers property, not something that was franchised out to somebody. Like, here, you have the license, do something with it. I don't care what.
So, you wanna know why they chose Transformers for the 2000s? You wanna know why they did that? So they were going to make instead G.I. Joe, and then the US was like, we're invading Iraq, and they went, okay, maybe not G.I. Joe. So they're like, well, what's a franchise that like people really just in general not get mad at? Giant robots. Let's do giant robots. Fuck it, Transformers. We're reviving that instead.
You know,
and then they
well,
made a
when
G.I.
put
Joe in
in con-
2010 anyway, and it was also dog shit.
Put in context, it does feel more G.I. Joe than Giant.
I mean,
So
let's face it, the military guys are basically just a bunch of G.I. Joe action figures, just dealing with also the Transformers. But it's hilarious because I think, if
Well,
I remember right, in the
they're-
most recent
they're-
like live action Transformers, they actually had like a G.I. Joe tease at the end of it.
I would like to point out that G.I. Joe and Transformers have gone way back.
Hmm.
So, like, they've been in comics together.
But yeah, no, they want to
As
do that in the
well as,
movies too. Like they straight up had like at the end of which Transformers was it? Rise of the Beasts. There's just straight up a G.I. Joe tease where they're like, "We want you on the team. What team?" And the card says G.I. Joe on it.
Oh yeah, I seem to.
I forgot about. Yeah,
I
did you forget about
forgot.
that? Yeah, I mean it is the
But
last
yeah,
like 10 seconds.
that makes a lot more sense now. Though it still doesn't explain the women or the.
That's
pipe.
Michael Bay, dude. I don't know what to fucking say. That's Michael Bay.
But yeah, if you contextualize the Bayformer stuff as G.I. Joe, that makes way more sense.
That's Hasbro for you.
GI
I love that. I
Formers.
still love that someone at Hasbro, the executives, had to sit down and approve this. I wonder if it went the same way where they had to get Toho's approval for the 1996 Godzilla, and they just went, "Well, you already wrote that. Sure, I guess." You know,
Maybe.
because that's what happened with the Toho when they
I
made
swear,
the
I swear
D-Devil
there
one.
was something
Or
about
2098, my
them doing the Godzilla thing where it was like, we don't want it to be too much like the actual Godzilla. and that backfired on them.
Yeah, and they made something that was
I
just
don't- I
basically a
can't
fucking
recall
weird-ass
what it
T-Rex
was.
thing.
Well, yeah, but it still
It's a
like
lot of
technically
fish.
qualifies as Godzilla.
And they did
By
make it
some
into
standard.
into an actual Godzilla enemy in Final War.
Yeah, and it's actually fine, like just
Because it
not
dies
being
after 10
Godzilla.
seconds.
Well,
in the
no,
Sydney
but like,
Opera
here's
House.
the thing: Zilla is fine if you stop calling him Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like he's perfectly serviceable as his own like kaiju thingamabob.
No, he's a great antagonist for Godzilla, where he's like similar to him, but like different.
Well, no, not even that. Like he's just a good kaiju. He's
Yes.
just not Godzilla, which
No.
is the problem.
He
is
feels like someone
was
that
trying
Godzilla
to be
would fight, which they
Godzilla.
did anyway.
Yes,
Have you seen that they made
But,
an action
like,
figure of him where he's pink?
I did not see that.
That
yeah, it's
sounds
a
amazing.
officially licensed Japanese thing. I'll show you later.
But yeah, I think like whenever we get to that, and we will be getting to that,
The Final War.
we should just have the preface that stop thinking of this as Godzilla and see how everybody thinks about it.
The 98 movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I love that that
And I
movie's
think
also
it
for
will
some reason
actually
full
be
of Simpsons
better.
voice actors.
But yeah, I think it will be better as a non-Godzilla movie. But like, the Bayformers stuff is so disrespectful
It's
to
so
everything
bad.
that Transformers are.
It's so
And
bad.
this, like, who are these people and why are they here? If I can say that the last Airbender movie was more
Oh.
faithful to Avatar than this was to Transformers, that's a problem.
That's a problem on multiple levels. I think you should get that checked out.
Yeah.
Well, look, are you gonna disagree with me?
No,
Uh,
but I also refuse to check that out for you. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, now that we're done with that movie, what's our final statements, Matt?
So, this is our movies for the year. At the bottom of not target audience did not finish, we have The Bad Guys. Just not for us. Dogs Are Great with Friends. We have the Star Wars Holiday Special. We have Dracula. We have, what fucking Godzilla is that one? Ghidorah. King Kong vs. Godzilla. The F tier. We have Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Birdemic. Batman v Superman. Doctor Strangelove. And Transformers 2007.
I still maintain that Batman v Superman and Birdemic should be switched.
Whatever. In D tier, we have what the fuck movie is this one again?
That's Godzilla Raids again.
Thank you. We have Godzilla Raids again. We have Dragon Ball Superhero. We have Pokemon Latios Latios. Man of Steel. Captain America Civil War. Pokemon Jirachi. Ron's Gone Wrong. And Godzilla...
Versus Mothra.
Thank you.
Tactical Mothra.
Tactical Mothra.
Tactical Mothra Inbound!
Tactical Mothra Inbound. In C tier, we have Avengers Infinity War. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Pokemon Destiny Deoxys. 9. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Disney's Dinosaur. Godzilla 1985. Thor Ragnarok. Super 8. Ghostbusters. Everything Everywhere All at Once. In B tier, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp. Pokemon... hold on, I have to get the full title of this
Lucario.
one.
Glory on the Mystery of Mew.
Thank you. I was just going to look at the screenshots on my PC. But Pokemon The Mystery of Mew, we have The Land Before Time, The Wild Robot, Ip Man 2, Black Panther, Chronicle, A Bug's Life, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming,
Sword and
Thor
the
the Stranger, Big Hero 6. A tier, we have Interstellar, Toy Story, Transformers 1, Rogue One, Spirits, Dying of the Silmarillion, or whatever. Cars 3, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. In S tier, we have Grave of the Fireflies, Wreck-It Ralph, Cars, and Ip Man. Would you guys like to make any changes?
No.
Nope.
Cool. Well, this
Or
is
rather,
our...
the one change that I would like to make has been vetoed.
Yep, it's been vetoed. All right, well, so this is our movies for the year. So we have now done it. We reviewed all the games we played this year on stream. We reviewed all the TV shows all of us watched. And we now have reviewed all the movies we've watched. So we've now reviewed everything
Now we
that
have
we've
to
seen
wait in
25.
anticipation to do it again next year.
Yes, we shall do it again next year. But, yeah. What were your top movies, everyone? What were your least favorite movies? Did you watch anything that you believed was abysmal trash? Did you watch anything that was trash but fun with your friends? Or did you watch something absolutely god tier? If there's one thing you can
Or
take
do
away
you
from...
disagree with any of the things
Yes.
on this list?
Do you think something should be higher or lower? Do you think Ip Man... You should watch Ip Man. You should just watch it. That's the thing I'll say. You should just watch Ip Man. It's goated. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks ASDF guy for hanging out for a little bit. Don't know if you're still here, but we appreciate you coming by. And yeah, normal schedule resumes this week, sort of. It's Christmas, so there's actually gonna be a lot of days where we're taking it off. Like we're not probably gonna have a Christmas stream. Maybe we'll do
Christmas
something
Eve
on the
is
other
no.
days. What, Daniel?
Christmas Eve is
Yeah.
around.
What? Christmas Eve? What?
Christmas Eve, I'm not gonna be around.
Yeah, so we're probably just not going to do anything on Wednesday or Thursday this week. Maybe on Friday. Maybe. We don't know yet. But, yeah. No, Star Rail is going to be on Tuesday. But, like, other than that, probably nothing until, like, Saturday. Potentially. Like.
And then that means we're going back to Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, we're going to KH3. Because my next hockey game... When the f*** is my next hockey game? Let's see. Let me Google that real quick. Let me look at my calendar. Give a moment,
Let me
please.
Google.
Well, I have to Google things anyway. No, so, okay. So, my next hockey game is on the 31st, Wednesday the 31st, New Year's Eve, but it's at 1 o'clock. So, it's not going to interfere with anything. I'm going to be back by like 4. So, who cares? We'll have our New Year's stream to do stuff in. And then I have another Sharks game on the 3rd, but it's also at 1 o'clock.
So, yeah, we also need to figure out when our
when we're gonna hang
holiday
out.
TF2 stream is going to
Yes,
be.
we're going to figure that out. Holiday of TF2 or Marvel Rivals, because we'll do Marvel Rivals if we can't do TF2 matches again.
I don't have Marvel Rivals installed anymore.
I don't either. I uninstalled it because it kept updating and updating and updating and updating and shorting the life of my SSD, so I uninstalled it because of that bug. But, yeah, that will do it for us. We're going to discuss, like, at least what the main